Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Cyberpunk Red one shot. I am very excited because this one shot is for a very special occasion. It is Cyberpunk Day, October 10th, Cyberpunk Day. So it's very excited. All of us here are huge fans of Cyberpunk genre, and because of that, we are playing Cyberpunk Red today in honor of that. The best tabletop role-playing game. One of my personal top favorites. Might be a little biased, but I am very excited to be playing more Cyberpunk with some new friends. So I'm gonna go ahead and kick it off to our game master, Mr. Sids, who is going to be running a really cool one-shot for us today. And he can tell us a little bit more about Cyberpunk Day and the one shot in general. So, Mr. Stids?
Thank you, Tracy. So yeah, today's Cyberpunk Day. I'm honored to have great guests among me and everybody that's watching right now. So we have a great cast today. And before we head into the details of Cyberpunk Day and what prizes are available and what to expect, let's go around the table and just introduce everybody and what they do and where to find them. And yeah, so let's start with Rachel and then John, Phil, and then lastly everybody knows Tracy, but we'll get into the characters later on the game. So Rachel.
Hi, so my name's Rachel Beck. I'm an author of the Glitch Logs. It's a cyberpunk book series. You can find me on Twitter at Rachel the Beck or also on Instagram at Rachel the Beck.
Awesome. Yeah. How you doing, everybody? I'm John the Wise. I am a Cyberpunk Red content creator. You could find me on YouTube, youtube.com/John the Wise. I do everything Cyberpunk. I love it. It's my favorite game. I love making content for game masters and players alike. I also have a podcast and a community Discord. But if you want all the information on me, John the Wise on YouTube, social media, that's how you can find me.
Hi, everyone. I'm Phil. I'm an Australian actor and content creator with a little company called Baby Beard Media, which is me and three friends. We make a TTRPG podcast called Roll to Cast, ROLE to cast, and we do a different game every season. We're 5 seasons deep. Our first season was Cyberpunk 2020, and our third season was Cyberpunk Red. So they're some of our favorite games that we've ever done. So if you want to find us, just at Baby Beard Media on all the socials, such as on YouTube as well, where we do lots of RPG Let's Plays as well.
And hi, everybody. I'm Tracy, of course. Better known as Miss Magitech on the internet. I have been playing a lot of tabletop role-playing games all over the internet. I used to stream a lot more like RPGs, playing through all my RPG backlog, but lately I've mostly just been focusing on tabletop role-playing games. I play just about everything: D&D, Pathfinder, Witcher RPG, Vampire the Masquerade, and Cyberpunk, of course. I've been able to run a couple of Cyberpunk Red one-shots on my channel, and they've been a really big success. I'm used to always being a player in games, but Cyberpunk Red is one of the few systems where I feel confident enough to actually run it as a game master sometimes, which is really cool and really fun. So yeah, you can find me all over the internet at Miss Magitech, and yeah, that's about it for me.
Perfect. And of course, I'm Mr. Stids. I'll be the game master for today's game. I usually do community content, adventures for Cyberpunk Red, and also publish content through DriveThruRPG. So let's get into it. Cyberpunk Day. So before we start the game and before we introduce the characters, I'll get into a little bit of detail about what Cyberpunk Day, how did it come about, who's involved in, and what can you expect from the stream. So Cyberpunk Day started last year, actually, from two authors, Matthew Goodwin and Elias Hurst. These two authors are from the Cyberpunk community. They pretty much published probably a handful of books, and they're really talented, and they pretty much enjoy and love the community of Cyberpunk, and they pretty much decided to just create this day in honor of the genre and anything in regards of media, books, film, songs, music, and that sort of thing. So we're pretty much streaming all day, different content such as this one chat you're watching, audiobooks, read-throughs, and also you'll be seeing a Mike Pondsmith interview that we'll be doing in today's stream. So expect that. And also, other than watching content, they'll be streaming today's video. We're gonna be doing giveaways and prizes. So if you want to be part of the giveaway and win any prizes, then make sure to join the mailing list in the Cyberpunk Day website. So yeah, in regards of the Mike Pondsmith interview and any giveaways they're involved with Art Sorin, I just want to thank them for giving us the opportunity for this interview and for other pretty much any content they're giving us, because without them, we couldn't be here today and playing Cyberpunk Red in the first place. So so thanks to Jay, thanks to Mike and the whole team over in RTG. So yeah, so as part of the Cyberpunk Day theme, I'm just gonna ask everybody just to get into the rhythm and just get into the theme of Cyberpunk. How do you got into the Cyberpunk genre? Doesn't have to be the tabletop. It could be either movies, music, or whatever. So starting the same, going around the table. How did you get into Cyberpunk? So starting with Rachel.
Yeah, I actually got into Cyberpunk through a different tabletop RPG, a game called The Sprawl. There was a cancellation and they needed an extra player last minute. So I got dropped into the middle of a run and just immediately fell in love with the aesthetic, with the themes of the genre. I was working a cubicle job in LA, so it resonated. And then from there, it was straight into the books, TV shows, the whole bit. And now I'm a Cyberpunk author.
That's awesome. Yeah, for me, I got into Cyberpunk 2020. It was the first tabletop RPG that I ever played. I went to the one buddy that I knew that kind of vaguely knew. I knew that he knew something about role-playing games. I heard about D&D and I was like, hey, buddy, what is this thing? And he's like, D&D, that's for babies. He said another word, but I'll keep it PG. He said it's for babies. And he's like, this is a real game. And he dropped Cyberpunk 2020 in front of me. And he's like, there's dirty cops, corporations, drugs, violence, and streets and gangs. And I was like, okay, let's play, dude, whatever. And that was it. I was hooked from there. Took a little bit of a break from playing, but then, the big game came out, Cyberpunk 2077. It was going to come out, the hype, all that. And it rekindled my flame. And I decided, you know what, let me just make some content because I want to be a content creator now. And that's what I did. I just got heavily into Cyberpunk Red and haven't looked back.
Nice.
Cool. Well, I've always been a big fan of the genre. I love Blade Runner, love 2049, one of my favorite movies. Grew up watching, I watched Johnny Mnemonic and all that stuff growing up. And we are a bunch of actors, but we were making a podcast about Futurama, and we were like, okay, we need to harness our skills a bit more. Why don't we do an RPG podcast that can really help with us? We can really harness our storytelling skills. And we didn't really want to play D&D for similar reasons. It's also, very saturated in the podcast world. So we thought, let's do a podcast that's everything but D&D. And we were looking for our first game. And just like John, the 2077 hype was just sort of building up. And I saw, hey, this is based on an RPG from the 80s. This is cool. And I looked up the RPG and I was like, this is so rad. Look at this world. It's really rich. It's really gritty. And I took it to my colleagues and I was like, how about this as our kickoff game? And they were like all in. They were like, yes, let's do it. So that was our first season, was a Cyberpunk 2020 season. It was like a heist on a corporation. We had a ton of fun. It's called Going Mainstream. Have a look. And RTG was super supportive. They let us interview Mike for the end of the season. And then what was really special from RTG, and I really want to also reiterate the thanks to RTG, they actually gave us like a beta copy, like a preview copy of the rules for Red, so that we could create our Cyberpunk Red season while they were finishing up the book. So we launched our season as the book was launching. So they've just been amazingly supportive. And in general, that has been the whole kind of experience with the Cyberpunk community. Worked with John since then. I've worked with Cyberpunk Uncensored, who are doing some stuff today as well. Yeah, as soon as we came into the community, we've just been welcomed with open arms, and we don't have any plans to leave.
Nice.
Nice.
So similar story to everybody else. I got into the genre. My college years, I had like a big sci-fi kick, so I read a lot of sci-fi books and cyberpunk genre, I guess, like Philip K. Dick and William Gibson and all of that, and that got me really into the genre as a whole. But I think it really ignited when I, started playing more tabletop games, and I, after searching for stuff outside of D&D, I started playing the Witcher RPG with Artel Sorian, who also publishes that. And then I saw that they had the Cyberpunk 2020. I checked that out a little bit. I've never played a 2020 game, but I bought the book and I just like read through all of the lore. I'm definitely like a big lore nerd when it comes to Cyberpunk. And so I just read all of the, like, just the history of the game and everything. And it got me so excited. And, being a big fan of CD Projekt Red games, The Witcher, obviously. And then when I found out they were going to do Cyberpunk 2077, I think that also really ignited me to want to play more. And once Cyberpunk Red came out last year, I immediately jumped on it and wanted to play it and really get more into Cyberpunk. So that's my story.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I remember I did knew about Cyberpunk, but the only
That's my
way
story.
I knew about Cyberpunk was through steampunk.
Oh,
And
Oh.
I questioned myself, like, okay, so there's steampunk, so there should be other punks, right? So what I did was I looked it up and I saw there was like a whole list of different things of punks, like cyberpunk, cloud punk, biopunk, and I'm like, oh
Solar
my god,
punk.
solar punk. Yeah, there's so many.
industrial punk.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have
And-
no idea what any of those things are. I could never figure out like what's what. Steampunk, I get the cyberpunk, the cloud punk, and all that stuff. I'm like lost.
Right. And when I saw the teaser trailer for Cyberpunk 2077, I was like a little bit in awe, like, wow, okay, so they named the game after a genre. And I'm like, wow, okay, so I gotta check this out. So when I checked it out, I realized, oh, okay, so this is a tabletop RPG. And that was actually my first introduction to tabletop RPGs. I didn't know anything about D&D or Pathfinder or whatever. And because of that, I got into D&D and then Pathfinder. And then I read about Cyberpunk 2020 and that sort of thing. And then I read through the rules. I realized, wow, this is a little bit too difficult for my players to play. So let me just go ahead and find something easier for us because we never played tabletop RPGs, and that's how we started. But yeah, Blade Runner, The Matrix, Minority Report,
Classics.
all those movies were
Yep.
really inspiring from the Cyberpunk genre. So anyway, so continue on to the game. Oh, so one more thing. So before heading to the game, so I just wanted to announce a few sponsors that we have for today's game. So the maps that you're going to be seeing today is made from Val's Toys or Red Dragon in Discord.
Shout out.
Depending on the character's decisions, right? We'll be seeing either 2 or 3 maps, who knows? But everything that you see is from them. So thanks to Val Toys for the maps and also for the music. Mark Markswell and Techno Axe, thanks for the music provided for today's game session. Hopefully you guys can get a little immersed into the music I chose today. So and now to the safety tools that I mentioned to the group that we're going to be talking about, and also to whoever's watching, a little bit of disclaimer on what to expect when we start playing. So first things first, the only thing you're going to be expecting from this session is probably profanity, violence, and some gore. That's about it. Don't expect anything other than that, like, for example, animal abuse, sexual abuse, or anything like that. Don't expect any of that. because we don't welcome any of that content here. So as far as safety tools, if any of the players that are playing right now feel uncomfortable in a certain situation or a certain scenario that's happening, you could either raise your hand into the webcam. I'll be seeing you at all times, so don't worry about it. Or you can just DM me while we're playing. So I'll be aware of that as well.
Nice.
So yeah, I think we're good on the safety tools, right? Any questions? No doubts. Okay. And yeah, I think we're good to go if we don't have any other questions. So we're gonna jump into Roll20, and let me just move you guys over here so I can see you.
It's a really nice map, by the way. Oh, it's from the Cthulhu.
I love this map. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, I
Beautiful
forgot
map.
to shout them out. Writers of Cthulhu, they did an excellent job on this map, and I know them. Ms. Magitech used it several times in their sessions, and I think it's really good, very detailed, and easy to use, basically. So
Yeah, I'm a fan. I love it.
in their sessions, and so actually one thing that we didn't test out, which I hope is not too loud, Tracy.
Oh yeah,
when I put on the music.
Cool.
Here we
Yeah, I
go.
turned the master music down. Let's see how it sounds.
Okay. So
In Roll20, everybody, you might want to go to the cog and master music volume level. Just it's usually all the way max every time.
Oh my god, why is it
Yes.
Yeah, you might want to turn it down before he starts the music.
yeah.
Thank you for the heads up.
Well done.
Yeah. So okay, let me test it out. I'll be starting the whole session with music, so
Thank God I turned it down.
Perfect. Ooh, I
Yeah,
like
that's
this.
lovely.
okay. Cool.
All
Okay,
right.
so before we start, so it's gonna be a little bit different than usual one-shots and campaigns. Usually we do our character introductions and names and such, but in this case, I decided to just jump right into the narration of the one-shot and just introduce the characters as we go. And then when your characters appear, then I'll let you know when you have to describe your character, how they look, what clothes they have, and so forth. Alrighty then. So looking at the map, there's point A and point B. As of right now, all of you are driving from point A to point B. So right now you guys are in the car driving towards the Glen. So the night air smells different today. Is it the moisture after the rain, the cold breeze from the ocean, or maybe it's the burnt rubber of a runaway criminal driving by? You don't know what it is. You just can't pinpoint what's so different about tonight. Perhaps it's the excitement, the anxiety, or the thrill of a new job. Or you're on your way to the Glen once again to find another son of a bitch that managed to snatch another exec. But this time, a CEO. So that's a first. The driver's windows down, arms hanging out, one hand on the wheel, and there sits Panther, aka Gary Nielsen, the lawman, ready to turn on Old Greens Road. The Emerald, an old-time jazz club, rests comfortably between two businesses, Raven Microcybernetics and Round Eye Ramen. All establishments are facing towards the beauty of what once was the Corp Center beyond the green field. Now, skeletal pieces of destroyed buildings, tech, and vehicles being picked piece by piece from local scavengers take its place. Sitting next to Panther is the one and only Ray, dressed in immaculate clothing with a devious sitting posture, showing confidence that should any rocker boy. They roll up next to the sidewalk, gearing the vehicle to park, and they immediately remove themselves from the ground car and head straight to the club. Strutting and creepy crawling behind Panther and Ray are Alexa Patch Silberman and Sunny Val, a dynamic duo ready to take on whatever bullshit Night City has to offer. Both done with muted colors, cyberware that would take anyone by surprise, and Sunnyval riding a four-legged cyber chair with style. Their looks can be deceiving, but one wrong move and you have a dozen presses behind your ass ready to ruin your reputation. A squad of runners, crawlers, and mischievous bastards ready to take on the Emerald. So before heading into the Emerald, which is the club, is there anything specific that you guys want to do to enter, or you just want to go ahead straight in?
I want to make sure that my hair looks good. So I'd like to do a personal grooming check.
Go for it.
Same, actually.
Because when
Very-
Panther walks into a place, he wants people to know that he's there.
Same.
So-
So
Here we go.
roll, which by the way, we're using the Companion Red app,
Oh,
which is
no.
very handy.
it is
Thank
great.
you for the guys that developed it. Shout out to them. It's really good. So go for it.
I rolled a 1 and then a 6, so I got a 1 as a result. I got a 1 on my personal grooming.
What? Wow.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 19.
Okay, well, we know who's the better looking one.
Yeah.
So Panther, since you had the window down as you're driving towards the Emerald, your hair was a little bit messed up by the wind, and since there's a little moisture in the air, your hair seems a little oily for some reason, and you try to fix it with one hand and then the other, and you think it's decent enough to enter.
Be honest, Ray. Do I look good?
You look.
That's a trick question. I always look good. And I turn around and start walking in.
Yeah. Thank God I did not have to.
And Ray, as you're in the passenger seat, just take everything in. You look perfect as you could, and you get all your jewelry and everything ready just to enter the Emerald, and you're pretty much dressed for the occasion. So yeah, if anybody else wants to do anything before entering, then let me know. If not, then we should be ready to go.
Just gonna calibrate. So Sunny's in a cyber chair. It's fully interface plugged in, so she just plugs in from the wrist with her hand on the side there, and integrated into the chair is her video equipment. So she'll just give that little arm a little calibrate. It'll come out. Just make sure it takes a good shot of how embarrassing Panther looks before it's folding back in as well. And then she'll just roll her eyes at his vanity and keep spider crawling behind them towards the club.
Nice. Okay, so at the entrance of the club stands one bouncer, a musclehead in a tank top. You notice other customers passing by, getting ready to enter the building. The bouncer whips out both of his cyber forearms from behind his back and pats around their bodies, checking for weapons and other illegal items. Once given the okay, he lets them pass with a nod. Some weapons and items are permitted to store at the entrance, but dangerous weapons are not permitted inside, and those who carry it won't be allowed to go inside.
Before we walk in, I'm gonna pretend like I'm tying my boot, because he wears knee-high boots, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretending to tie my boot, and I go, Patch, hold on a second. You know this guy? Is he part of your repertoire? Talking about the bouncer.
Okay, so as a fixer, I pretty much know who's around in this kind of area. Can I roll a streetwise check to know if everything looks reasonable for a night like tonight, or is the vibe off?
You wouldn't need to roll for that. You pretty much know, at least in the Glen, everything seems pretty lax compared to other areas in Night City, and nothing out of the ordinary is, occurring right now. So everything seems pretty in order. Unusual for Night City in most nights, but The bouncer is just checking everybody as they walk in with no problem.
Okay, so do I know this guy at all? Like, if we needed to smuggle in, perchance, a slightly less legal weapon, would he do me a solid?
So the bouncer, okay, so in this case, roll me a streetwise check.
All right.
See if you know more info
Already
about
throwing a
the
wrench
bouncer.
in his plans.
I just assumed there was a reason John was asking. Like, he clearly has something to smuggle in there, right?
I figured
He saw this
you're-
bouncer.
Yeah, I mean, you're a fixer. I'm like, Patch knows this person.
Okay, I got a 14.
Yeah, so with a 14, this bouncer in specific has been working in the Emerald for the past 5 years or so. Whenever you drive by, whenever you walk by in this area, you see him in his stance, in his position, and pretty much doesn't cause any ruckus or any problem with the guests. But he takes his job seriously, so
So he's
make
pretty
sure,
straight-laced.
make sure you don't, or better yet, make sure you hide your things well, because if you don't, he'll catch you.
Got it.
Yeah, I don't have conceal reveals.
I don't either.
But I just have my handgun. I mean, I guess we're used to like handing over weapons in clubs. It's pretty standard fare in Night City, right?
I would say to Patch, I'm not gonna walk in without my claws.
Or
So you gotta-
claws.
Yeah, the claws. That's what I call my weapons. No, I'll bring the little one, the little loud one, but I won't bring the big loud one. But you got to talk to your man over here. Make sure he lets us through. I don't want to go in there naked.
I got you covered. All right, so I want to walk up and engage this fine, upstanding gentleman who is doing an excellent job tonight, I might add, and see if I can kind of hold his attention while my buddy here, slides in with his claws.
So as you walk up to him, he doesn't say a word. He doesn't utter anything. He just, he puts his arms up, just ready to pat you down, to just walk into the Emerald.
Okay.
So he attempts to pat you down. So I'm assuming you don't have any of your guns. You left them just walking.
Yeah, I can check them with the coats. It's fine.
Okay. So if you have weapons on you, then he'll probably take them and set them aside onto the table next to him. And he keeps patting down. He doesn't see anything else, so he gives you the nod to go in without saying anything at all.
And is it conceal reveal to help my buddy sneak in his weapons, or is that something else?
You know what? I mean, this doesn't really happen often, but you can help someone else conceal their weapons under, clothing or whatnot. So you could attempt to do that, but make sure no one's looking.
Yeah. I have a +8 to this, so I feel good.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, just
You do yours first, yeah.
I don't mean to be that guy. I'm just want to inform. The rules as written is you do the conceal reveal, and then the bouncer has to roll a perception against your number. And if he beats your number, then he notices the thing that you concealed. And then Stids, you can add negative, positive modifiers according to whatever you think,
Yeah.
either side, whatever,
But she was Rachel. You were asking to conceal someone else's weapon. Is that
If that's possible in this game.
Yeah,
If it's
I
not,
definitely,
that's fun.
I handed Patch. The Patch is like one of the only people I trust with my steel.
Gotcha.
Gave it very, very heavy pistol.
So, so I guess in this case, you could take advantage of when he's patting down someone else. So he pats you down first. You'll wait, obviously, for everyone else to get in. So I guess the next one in line will be either Sunny or Ray.
I'll scuttle up and I'll pull the camera out while he's kind of patting me down.
Right, and it takes a super long time to pat down a chair, right? So like,
it's low profile. What you see is what you get here. Look, I'm just doing it like a video series on the working people in Night City. Okay, so what's your name?
So he doesn't say anything. He's just gonna look at you and he's gonna be hesitant as he comes towards you. But He's just gonna pat around the chair, and then he's gonna pat around your waist.
God,
And
you don't
at that
speak much, do you?
and then
Look,
at that point,
this is what you're looking for. And she pulls a heavy pistol out from the armrest. This is what you're looking for, huh? Just take good care of it, all right?
and then he's gonna say, "Hold up! Don't do anything funny right now.
Hey,
Hand over the weapon."
oh, there you go. She's handing it butt first. She's not like threatening or anything.
All right. Let me do my job, and then you can do yours. All right. Don't do anything.
Yeah,
funny.
sure. At least, you can talk. That's nice to know.
He puts the weapon onto the table next to him, and at this point, Rachel, you can take advantage and roll your conceal reveal.
Okay. Let's see. Push this here. I did not roll well. I got a 10.
Okay.
Someone's going to be naked.
Let's
Well,
see.
You could roll a 1.
Let's see
Yeah.
what I got.
He has a cataracts, something's going on.
Distracted by the chair.
Yeah.
He's got a camera in his face.
So as he's putting the handgun that Sonny gave over to the bouncer, he goes back towards Sonny and he sees a Patch just putting something on Panther's coat or pretty much on his back, and then he's gonna be a little suspicious and says, "Hey, you're supposed to be inside the Emerald. What are you doing over there?"
Well, this is my good buddy. I don't go anywhere without my good buddy Sunny.
We're good buddies.
Why don't you stand behind me, all right? And then I'll take care of your buddies.
I do appreciate that this man is dedicated to his job. Like, this man is legit and he has my respect. I step inside.
All right, thanks. And he's gonna finish patting down Sonny's chair and shirt and whatnot, and I'm assuming you don't have anything else on you. And then
No, I travel pretty light. I'll just scuttle my way in.
gotcha. So he goes in, and then next stop is either Panther or Ray.
Panther's gonna hang back because he's really nervous about doing this. So he's just like trying to prolong it.
Ray will walk up next. She's just like, "I'm easy. Go ahead. Do your thing."
Okay, so pats you down, and I'm guessing you find a handgun.
Yeah, just the handgun.
A handgun. Okay, so he sets to the side, keeps patting you down, and then he gives you a nod to, all right, you're good.
She'll just walk in.
And last but not least, Panther, you come up.
Listen, I don't like it, but I'll do it. And he starts pulling things out. I mean, one after another. Shotgun, takes out the shotgun, bandolier of shotgun shells, puts it on the table, little pistol, kisses it, puts it on the table, a knife. I mean, it's like nonstop until the table is just like a pile of things.
All right. Usually people with this kind of weapon don't really go inside the emerald, but what are you doing with all these weapons?
That's for me to know and for you to find out. I'm expected here. Now you got my weapons. Let me through.
He's gonna pat you down quickly, and then he goes pat you down again just for good measure.
And he finds something.
And what does he find?
He finds just another like knife or something.
Yeah,
Whoops.
he takes it. He looks at it like, and he looks at you bad like, seriously?
Missed one, I guess.
And then he puts it on the table and he says, "Get in there."
And Panther just walks in.
God damn, I hate
Okay.
jazz.
So, okay. So at this point, you guys are at the Emerald. So let's put something more appropriate. Okay, so let's put on your guys' tokens here. As far as Ray, and patch.
Oh yeah.
Let me see if I got something here. Okay, I got.
You can use a generic rocker
Wait, this is
token
wonder
for
if
me.
I wonder if the audience could figure out who's Panther.
Perfect.
Okay.
Nice.
Hey, Ray, you ever played this club before?
Well, I don't normally perform at jazz clubs. I've heard that Emerald is rather prestigious, though. So it's a goal of mine to one day perform here. It's not
What, for
normally
these
my
corporate
scene.
parasites? You want to aspire to that?
They give the good money, the good tips, everything. So,
Yeah, I guess so. If you only care about money.
well, you gotta eat, make a living. So, yeah, I do like money.
Yeah. Make a good point. So do we know if this Olivia actually ever made it to the Emerald?
What was that?
Do we know if this Olivia ever made it to the Emerald? Or she was just seen en route?
So the only info you got is that she was at the Emerald, and she was doing her thing after work, just hanging out, chilling, nothing too crazy. And then afterwards, she was not seen since. So any info you get here will be pretty valuable, since no one has heard from her after her departure from the Emerald.
We need to find out the last person she talked to.
Yes, yes, yes. But before we do that, how about a little pleasure before business? And I'm gonna go over to the bar and get a drink.
Well, I guess we got to talk to the bartender anyway. So.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Kill two
of
birds.
course.
I'll never say no to a stiff drink.
So when you enter the Emerald, you immediately inhale smoke from cigarettes, cigars, and complementing with the aroma is whiskey and other alcoholic beverages. It's so thick in the air that you can almost taste it in your tongue as you walk through the clouds. So you're then greeted with a smooth melody of saxophone and piano playing in the backdrop. So as you search in the source of the music and find the classic grand piano atop of a circular or semicircular small stage. And then on top of the stage is a musician playing a brass saxophone, hitting notes consistently and perfect every time. And after the end of every song, you hear slow claps from the crowd, and as they sip their drinks and puff their cigars.
Very nice. Lovely. Quite lovely.
So, if you want to go to the bar,
Yep.
by all means, you can control your tokens right now, I believe. Everybody just check. Okay. Good.
Rom, straight up.
From. How about something with a little more class?
So
We're at a
he's
jazz
just-
club. We're at a jazz club.
Rum's classy,
Sorry.
right?
Sorry, we'll take rum with a lime in it.
That's
God damn it.
not much better.
So after a few steps, you take it to the club and you sit yourselves at the bar. You get a few funny looks from people around you, especially towards Panther and Sunny.
Yeah, my camera looks right back at him.
So, if you plan on, having any conversations with them, just keep in mind that these people seem a little bit hesitant in being around you, especially you two. But as you approach the barkeep or the bartender, so he greets you and says, "Welcome to the Emerald. What can I do for you? You said you want a rum and lime? You got it. We got it here. We welcome everybody, all types, in all flavors. So you want one?
Yeah, straight
Yes.
up.
Oh, I got two. Two. All right, two rum and lime.
Old fashioned, please.
So as he pours the rum and then just add the lime, just so delicately. I can't say the word. Delicately
Boom, got
onto
it.
the glass, both of them, and hands over to Sunny and to Panther, and then he hears you, Ray, as you offer the old fashioned, and he just slides the glass across the table, and you just catch it with one hand, and the barkeep says, "It's on the house. All new guests get their first drink for free."
Oh, nice. That's very nice.
And then he's gonna continue saying, "Look, don't bother other people watching you. It's normal. But they're not used to seeing other people that are not like them. You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
Yeah.
so what are you guys doing in the Emerald today?"
We're guests. We're having fun. We're partaking. We're drinking. Is there anything more that we need to be doing here?
Not at all. There's tables, there's chairs, there are private rooms, there's a dance floor. Take your pick. If you want a private room, we'll rent them by the hour or just 30 minutes. Short fun.
Get a lot of
Listen,
corpo types in here.
yeah, that's what I wanted to ask.
Well, so he leans over towards you guys and says, well, this is kind of like corpo territory, you'll see a lot of execs from different companies, so forth and so on. Anyone you're looking for in specific, or you're just here to just mingle, have fun, meeting people? That's all fine too.
Yeah, we're doing a little networking.
My question for you is, you know anybody from Continental Brands here?
Continental Brands. Well,
Yeah, I'm supposed to meet a client from Continental here, but I'm just not seeing them.
really? Do you know their names?
No, you know how it is with them. Handles.
Gotcha.
So I have, as a media, I have access to some execs. Can I pull from my notes sort of not obviously Olivia's name, the face of Continental, but like a high-end exec?
Yeah, sure. You can definitely just bring it out. And so what do you want to do exactly?
Oh, just just sort of legitimize our line of questioning by just dropping a name of someone who definitely is from Continental Brands, and if we're very lucky, hangs out with Olivia Forsyth.
Okay, so I'm assuming you don't have that name with you, but let's just say you drop a name to the bartender, and then he says, in regards to the name that you just mentioned, he says, not really. But I could tell you that we do have a special guest pretty much every day, or let's just say every weekend. Well, just try not to mention it too much around here, right? Because she seems a little special around here. Have you heard of Miss Forsyth?
No, I haven't heard
No.
of her.
No? Wow. Well,
She's a face of Continental, right?
yes. Everybody knows her around here. Everybody loves her. Olivia. I'm pretty sure you know them.
Doesn't ring a
Yeah, I
bell.
mean, I follow the news.
Well, she does hang around here. Is she your client?
Like I said, we go by handles. Just looking for anybody from Continental. They'd say they'd be here at this exact moment in time, and that's why we're here.
Huh.
And listen, if you need a little bit of something for this to go smooth, and I'll drop 100 eddies on the table and slide it over.
I mean, that's not suspicious.
Okay. Panther, do me a bribery check.
All right. Something I don't have.
And you're a
12.
lawman, right?
Yes.
So the lawman just. Well, I
Yep.
just want to double check that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
with a 12. So you hand over the 100 eddies and he says, well, that's a pretty common tip around here. Thank you, Mr.
Yeah.
Common? Really?
Corpos.
Did I take you the wrong way? I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't expect.
It was for the drinks. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, all right? I ordered the rums and just wanted to tip you, but you know. Can I do a human perception to see if this person is guarding information from us?
Yes, go for it.
All right. 7.
7.
Can I also try, please?
Please do.
As a
By all
keen
means, go for
observer.
it.
Oh, 12.
Better than 7.
Okay, so both Panther and Sunny, just take a good look at Ethan, which is the barkeep's name. As you notice, as you just take a look from top to bottom to top, you notice his name tag on his left chest, Ethan, and his behavior seems very flamboyant, very out there. But as far as guarding any information or hiding anything, he doesn't seem the type. He seems the type to be very open, very helpful, and generous to those people around. So
I mean, he offered that Miss Forsyth is here regularly, right? That's pretty. There was a pretty generous give of his. I guess we'll look around and go, like, well, is she here tonight? You say she's here every night.
Well, let's see, what was the last time she was here? When was it? I think Sunday morning. I think it was a couple of days ago. I was pouring her favorite drink, single malt scotch on the rocks, so yeah.
Good taste.
So anything in
Who's
specific
she,
that I should
Who's she normally hang around with?
Well, she usually comes alone, to be honest. But when she comes,
No bodyguards?
she does bring, of course, her bodyguard. But he hangs around outside with Jet. But once she's inside, she pretty much hangs around alone and brings over Plague with her and just hang around and just talk with some drinks and cigarettes and cigars. You know how it is. Which, by the way, you should definitely
Plague?
you should. Yes, that's our sax gal. She's playing right now. You don't mind just tipping her for a great performance and talent?
Excuse me. And I walk over. Patch, where were you? Did you?
So here's my thinking. These performers here, they're working people, right? So they're probably keeping an eye out for who's like good at tipping. Olivia, she's a big deal exec. She probably tips well, right? So I head over to talk to the musicians and be like, hey, because they'll have been keeping an eye on her all night in hopes that like she'll, make it worth their while to play whatever song.
At this point, this point, then I'm focusing in your direction, watching whatever you're intently, because I look in that direction, then I see you over there, and I go, "Oh, okay, she's ahead of schedule.
She's ahead of us." Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in that case, Patch, what do you plan to do, or what do you would like to do at this point?
So I want to chat up, I guess the piano guy, since gal can't really see on that. Piano
playing a saxophone in a mouth.
So yeah, it's a woman on the stage, and the piano. There's nobody on the piano. It's just playing by itself.
Oh, okay. So who's this green avatar down here that I'm next to?
So that the barkeep was referring to her, the sax gal that everybody heard. That will be her.
I'm gonna
Oh,
send
okay.
I'm gonna send Patch a text message on our agent saying the performer's name is Plague.
Okay, and I am, instantly a huge fan of Plague. Heard all her albums. I do some quick googling, or whatever this city's equivalent to that is.
Data pooling.
Data pool, baby.
Data pooling. Yeah, no, I check the data pools real fast to be like, okay, what do I need to know about this this talented musician? And as soon as she like steps down for a break or whatever between songs, I wanna approach her and be real friendly. I'm an outgoing sort. So I'm like, I love the performance. You're so talented. I'm looking for a friend of mine, and I was wondering if you could help me out, since you're clearly the one that knows everyone here.
Okay, so when she does take a break, which is at the end of the song that she was playing when you guys entered, she's gonna move over here, over the couches at the bottom left corner of the map. And as you talk to her along the way, she's over there. She's gonna say, "So, another fan? Are you here for another encore or some shit? What do you want?"
Oh, I'm looking for a friend of mine, actually. I think we've got a mutual acquaintance. Have you seen Olivia around recently?
So she's gonna sit down, lean back, and she's gonna say or ask. She's gonna ask, "So who's asking?"
All right. So that human perception check that was just made, is that to just generally know about people?
Yeah, it's insight on their, demeanor, body language, trying to
Okay.
figure out like what they're doing.
I got a plus 12
Yep.
to that. So I want to kind of like
Ooh.
give her a once over and be like, what's the best approach that's going to make this woman want to be my confidant? We're about to be besties. How can I do
Cool.
that?
Okay, go for it.
All right.
There's an
I
awesome
got-
base.
Yeah.
15.
Ooh, solid.
15. Okay, so
I have a
from-
voice stress analyzer too. I don't know if that helps.
+2.
Yeah, it should be.
It's
should be
all
added there.
included.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Boom.
Yeah, so 15 total.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so when you were seeing her play, and as she walks down the stairs and actually walks towards the couch, you see her behavior very almost rebel-ish, pretty laxed and not really care much about anyone or whatever people say around her or to her.
Mhm.
But when you mention Olivia, her demeanor just changed immediately. Like she's more aware, she's more careful, but she tried to do it as subtly as possible, and she just leaned back again and try to be lax about it.
Mhm.
And she's the type to not mess with. So try not to agitate her too much.
I would never. We are
So
best
she's
friends.
on-
Prickly.
She's on
Prickly.
guard. She's on guard right now.
Okay,
is what you're
so
saying.
is she the sort of person, do I get the sense that she's the sort of person who might trust another musician? Like if I say happen to be good friends with a local rocker boy who knows a thing or two about music too?
Probably not, but you could try and see what will be her reaction.
Okay. So if I bring up Ray in conversation, is that a conversation check?
You mean mention her name?
Yeah, just to like
Name drop.
see if I can like seed like fertile ground here for us to become like better friends.
Yeah, sure. You can roll a conversation check.
Cool.
See what.
Oh, I know this
information-
rocker boy. I know this. I'm legit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Try and worm your way into her good graces.
There's just just keep pushing buttons until we find the right one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I did not do well on that roll. I got a 1. So my total is 6. It did not go over well.
Okay. So when she asked to you, who's asking, she pretty much just wait it out and see what you say. And when you completely ignored her question, she just sits back and says, "How about buy me a drink and then we can talk?" And then she just leans back, relaxed.
Her wish is my command. I head to the barkeep.
You
He
don't
knows
have to
her.
do that. You could tell us to get a drink and we'll bring it to
Yeah,
you.
Oh
We
yeah,
can come over,
that's
yeah.
right. We have technology.
Yeah.
I immediately I text my team and I'm like, hey, I need you guys
What does she want?
to get the barkeep should know, right? You guys have just been chatting up the barkeep. He's an open
Oh,
guy.
that's right,
She
that's
plays all
right.
the time. You can you already have the inside line with this guy, is what I'm saying.
So we really think this gal's awesome. What does she drink? Can we buy her something?
Ethan goes, "Oh, you mean the Sax gal? Well, she's a tricky one. She seems to drink all types of drinks, and to be honest,
How about some champagne?
Ooh.
And he's gonna lean closer and say, "I don't think she likes champagne."
Top shelf.
Oh, okay.
Some
So-
top shelf stuff, maybe. Like some of the.
What? Does she drink the same thing as a plague? Is what I'm thinking. What do you think?
The malt, the drink that what's her name has.
Well, they smoke cigars together. and she
Yeah.
drinks
Oh
malt.
yes,
Maybe
Yes.
they're
single malt,
the single malt.
liquor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's order that.
And maybe
Okay.
that'll come as a surprise. Like, hey, we know
Yeah.
the drink that
we
she
know Olivia.
drinks.
Yeah.
Like it's okay.
Yeah.
Could-
Like
Maybe
we're
we should all
serious.
go over it and sort of maybe lay our cards out a bit more. Just sort of out of character, guys. Like maybe if we say present ourselves as like concerned friends, it's like, look, okay, we're not trying to be sly here. Honestly, we really are looking for her.
I'm gonna do I'm the help role. That's what I'm gonna pretend I am. Like I'm a bodyguard for you guys, and I'm just gonna stand away from the table and like look around.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should. Oh, go ahead.
I'll grab the drink and bring it over to her from like musician to musician. I'll bring
There it
her the
is.
drink. Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm gonna assume that Ray is coming in first with the drink,
Mhm.
and then everybody else is gonna follow behind.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Panther, you want to keep an eye out, make sure no one's like eavesdropping or like looking at us funny.
I'm on the prowl.
Wonderful.
So Ray brings in with the drink, and Patch just looks towards her, as confirmation that okay, perfect. So this is the drink that Plague was asking for, and Ray, you come in. So how would be your approach, or would you give the drink to Patch, or how's the dynamic?
I would slide it across just to Plague. I would take the drink and just kind of place it on a table and just slide it gently across to her, and have a seat kind of confidently across from Plague, and just like look and say, "Great performance."
So again, she's leaned back. Her legs are rested on top of the table, and she sees that you slid the drink across the table, and she looks at Patch, and then she looks back at you, Ray, and then back at Sunny, and she seems a little confused. And
I say my associates.
I see you've met Patch already.
So, Ray's a rock boy performer like you. I'm the videographer. Patch here is the agent, and like you, Olivia is a bit of a patron for Ray. We haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
I'm looking to get a brand deal with Continental. They are one of the top corporations. I just know that they pay really well, and so I'm just really looking for my big break here. So any information you might have would really be helpful.
she's gonna take the drink. She takes a sip, and she lays it down on the table, and she's gonna say, "Olivia, I don't want to say this out loud, but I'm assuming that she's missing. Is that right? Is that why you guys are here?"
Well, she's not here tonight, is she?
She takes the glass, drinks it again, and she says, "Clearly, you guys know more about Olivia than anyone else in this room but me." So she's gonna take the glass and she's gonna swirl the ice inside the drink, and she's gonna just like reminisce for a moment, just looking at the drink and then to you guys and back to the drink, and says, "Olivia, she's a character. She always asks for the same drink, and whenever I get the same trick. Reminds me of all the times that she asked me to play that one song every fucking time she's here. You want to guess which one it is?
Can I make a deduction?
Go for it.
Let me take it off group. Deduction. Oh, I have a base 10. Let's see how I do. 19.
Ooh. So your
Nice.
knowledge with, the media and appearances that other companies have done online, including continental brands,
Just
you
quickly.
know a little, you know one or two things about CEOs and especially Olivia. So,
Mhm.
so the first thing that pops in your mind, and it's pretty obvious at this point, but Never Fade Away. You mentioned the song Never Fade Away, and she says, "You're goddamn right. Never fucking fade away from Samurai every fucking time."
Like a
Thing
pared
of
back
beauty, I know. And then Ray just starts singing it. Will never fade
Yeah.
away.
That's the one. And
I think she
And
knows it, Ray.
and
Sorry.
for some
Couldn't
reason,
help myself.
she loves my cover. And to be honest, I'll take it as a compliment.
Yeah,
It fucking annoys me every freaking time.
Saxophone
And
cover.
I fucking hate it, but hey, if it makes me befriend a corpo, so be it. And she takes another sip to the drink.
Look, the last time you saw her, 2 days ago, she seemed after you, seemed different.
So she's gonna have like a grim look, and she's gonna take her time in realizing that she's missing, because that pretty much confirms that whatever you
it's
guys
pretty much
mentioned,
obvious.
So she's gonna take her time and she's gonna look at the drink, and then she takes one big breath and says, "Yeah, so it was 2 days ago. I remember it was Saturday night. She came in like around 10 o'clock at night. Same routine as always. She brings in her drink. She lights up a cigarette. She sits down on the table on the far right corner in the back. She screams all the way from that corner to my fucking stage and says, 'Play the song.'" And I'm like, "You mother." Okay, so, and then I just wait till I finish my song and I play it for her as usual. And after I play my cover of Never Fade Away, my sax and piano, I step down the stage and go towards her. I sit down with her and, we both have drinks as usual. Every time she comes by and we just have a drink and talk. And nothing out of the ordinary, really. And she pauses for a second and then she says, "Before I say anything risky, who are you guys? Really? Who are you working for? Can I trust you on this? If she's really missing, it better be a good reason for it, that you guys are getting this gig for a reason. So you don't mind
No, that's it.
talking to you a bit? Like what are your backgrounds? Please enlighten me." And then she leans back again on the couch.
Before you guys answer, could I do like a perception check from where I am? Because I want to look and see if anybody is looking at us and noticing our conversation. That was the whole reason for me to be off to the side.
Yep, good idea.
So I want to watch the watchers, and I rolled a 14.
Okay. So pretty much everybody in the club notices that you guys are talking. And for you, Panther, that seems a little off and kind of suspicious, but they're not acting in any way or acting in any rash way that may be threatening or
But we've been noticed.
Yeah, so Panther will walk over to the table and say, "We're being stalked from the tall grass. Maybe we should take this conversation somewhere a little bit more private."
What does that
You're a
mean?
lawman, right?
I am.
So we're with the authorities.
Well, it's a little hazy in 2045.
You got a private room, or we have to pay for one?
She's gonna say, we could take this privately, but first, I want to know, who the fuck are you guys?
Well,
Pan-
Patch, you look like you had a response, right?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, I was just saying we're with the law, which is
Yeah.
investigating your like.
Mhm.
Yeah,
like, I
tell her
wanna
with the
invoke
NCPD.
Panther's, yeah, like I want to invoke Panther's credentials, basically.
Yeah, so Panther is a bounty hunter.
Never mind.
That is not an actual cop.
Well,
But-
we're on commission from the NCPD.
Exactly, and I have a direct line to the police. Like, part of my special ability as a lawman is I can call the police for backup in a situation, and so they know who I am. The police know who I am, and I kind of have like deputy. In Cyberpunk Red, the world is such that if anybody wants to pick up a gun and protect their neighborhood, they are now a lawman. So
Oh, I see.
basically, yeah, I'm like, I'm kind of a good guy. So
As good
I
as this
can
world
I can
gets.
show Plague my credentials, my NCPD license to be a lawman within city limits, and say, we're here to find your friend.
There it is. That's the one.
Okay, so she looks at Pattern's credentials and she's gonna say, "Fuck. I thought this was all a sham, but all right. I got a room. Follow me." So she's gonna walk over the room next to the stage.
Slam my
with you.
drink down. Scuttle over.
I
And
think
she's gonna sit right here, and you guys are welcome to go in the room or stay outside. Whatever
That's
you
the
like.
door, right? I'm definitely peeking through the door.
Mm.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
paranoid.
Sonny's the legs in a chair kind of settle, and the whole chair leans back so she can have a bit more of a repose while she's
Uh-huh.
chilling out in there. Camera's just subtly over her shoulder. She's pretty much always recording as long as she's got space on her agent.
Okay, perfect. So she's gonna continue the conversation, and she's gonna say, "All right, so I'm gonna say this. After we had our conversation, our drinks, and our cigarettes and cigars and whatnot, there's this guy that comes up to her and just starts chatting and having a good time. And at that time, I didn't think it was anything weird because Olivia fucking Forsyth, like, she's the CEO of Continental Brands. So for me, I thought it wasn't nothing weird about that. People are always around her. People always want to hang out with her.
What did this
Do you
guy
know
look
this
like?
guy? Sorry.
Yeah. Did you know him?
I had no fucking clue. Never seen him
Did
in my
she
life.
know him?
From my perspective, they seemed like they knew each other. Or maybe they just met. Who knows? Everybody here in the Emerald, they seem to have a good time and just be friendly around. And I wasn't too sure. But I know for a fact that I never seen the guy in my life in this club. But let's see. How did he look like? Well, the only thing I remember is that fucking ugly mohawk that he had. Looked like a dirty mop.
Did
But other than that, his clothing, I have to say, was on point in terms of the theme in the club,
Okay.
because usually people are always dressed up as the occasion and sort. But
Look down at my
After-
leisure wear.
I feel like Ray might. Well, actually, I'm just curious. Did anybody else dress nice for this club besides Ray?
No.
Is Pat?
No.
Sonny is very practically dressed.
Panther
She w-
thinks he's dressed nice, but he was not dressed nice.
How does Patch dress?
I think she's got like a trench coat type deal, but with like LEDs all over it.
Nice.
Okay.
So I probably look more at home in a back alley someplace,
Mm.
but like
A dive
I'm
bar.
charismatic.
Yeah. So maybe
Hmm.
Ray is the only one dressed appropriate for this club.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So I would want to ask, did this guy have any tattoos, piercings, any jewelry that was unique?
Did you catch his goddamn name?
Yeah, or his name. Sounds like she didn't get the name though.
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I couldn't really tell. I just knew that he had that mohawk,
Mohawk.
and he had some really nice chrome. Even though, he was wearing some jackets and vests and shit, but I couldn't really tell if he was fully chromed or not. But I could tell from the MP thread from his neck and his hands. But I couldn't really tell much.
You don't think this guy was on the edge of, and he taps his head, the side of his head, cyberpsychosis?
Well, the funny thing is, Olivia never really rents a room unless she wants to have a good time. This time, she rent a room. And after, they mingled and, talked and some shit, they just took a room for the night.
In the club or a hotel nearby?
Right here in the club, actually. You might want to ask Ethan which room was it, because I was already on my break outside and just talking to Jet. But ask Ethan. He'll know what room it is. But other than that, I can't tell you much about anything else about Olivia. But even though she's a bitch, but I care about her, and I hope to see her soon.
She's a CEO.
Yeah.
They don't make them nice.
Yeah. So, keep me in the loop, and she offers her number to you guys, into her agent. So in case you wanna call her, then you have her contacts ready.
Awesome.
Always
Hey,
happy to
I
make
might
a new
make
friend.
I might make a doco about this if it all comes out all right. So you don't mind being in that, right?
For reputation, hell no. You can even mention my actual name, which is not fucking Plague, by the way.
It
You
is.
can call me Maya.
Okay, great.
Her parents did love her.
You've got a great face for camera.
And Panther goes like, by the way, Sonny, so are you going to be calling it Panther King, like you said? I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to. You just
like I told you that's a separate project, okay? It's a separate project.
Just wanted to make sure if it happened that you know. Never mind.
Yeah, we're gonna do Panther King, okay? We're gonna do Panther the Bounty Hunter. I still think Dog is a better name, but whatever. We can go with Panther. That's fine.
That'll never catch on.
I know. It's fine. I mean, it's your doco, okay? I'll make you big.
So she's gonna say, that's all I could, help.
That's
for the time
that's the
being,
last you
so-
saw of her, right? You didn't see her leave.
Yeah, so she's gonna say as you guys walk out, I'll need a minute, and she just keeps having her drink in the room.
Thank
So
you.
I guess we're gonna excuse ourselves outside of the private room.
Yep.
Well, the way I see it is we got 2 leads, maybe 3. We talked to Jet, which now I got a name to the face. Or we talked to Ethan about investigating the room, or we just hit the streets. What do you think?
Is Ethan the barkeep?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he seems nice.
was wondering
I'd say
if-
we start there.
Yeah, and I was just wondering if, as a fixer, Patch, you know anyone or could ask anyone about someone with a shitty mohawk and lots of chrome arms.
I
Yeah,
mean, it
if
must have
anybody's
been-
gonna know,
I
it's
was-
gonna be you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that like local knowledge, or what sort of check would that be? To be like, I ask around and find out if I know anybody local whose mohawk is so bad that it is the defining feature about them.
So-
Yeah,
yeah,
go
go
for it,
ahead.
John.
No, I was gonna say that as a fixer, one of your inherent skills is cultural knowledge of the area that you're in.
All
So
right.
you know at least one culture, or you have basically contacts filled in your phone. people are calling you like, hey, I need a blender, I need kibble, I need a shotgun, and you're the person that everybody turns to. So, according to
straight
whatever
I
the
am.
game master's discretion is and how many steps you need to take, there has to be a way for you to get the word on the street about somebody like that.
I have a stat here that says local expert. Would that be applicable here?
Yeah, that could be. And, it's up to the game master if they would let you allow to add your operator rank to it or something.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, with the information you have available, which is what? Dirty Mohawk.
Some
And-
crime.
So, comes to this
Chrome.
club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Came to this club once.
Dressed
Never
Came
seen
to-
it
yeah.
before.
nice. Yeah, dressed nice enough that they looked like they fit in. So
And had the balls to walk straight up to the CEO, the face of Continental
Continental.
Brands, and be like, I'm talking to you in front of everybody.
yeah.
Also, the paradox of they've got the money to have that much chrome, but not enough to pay attention to a hairdresser.
Precisely.
Okay, so in this case, you would need to roll a really good either or local expert or maybe streetwise, whichever you think is good for your role.
Whichever's higher, I would say.
Oh, I got plus 14 to local expert, so that's probably
Okay.
the place to go.
Oh yeah, dude.
All
Six
right,
or
let's
higher is
see.
pretty good.
22.
Ooh.
22. Okay, so through your lists of never-ending contacts and information within the city, you do find one particular contact that was able to give you information that you were able to give. So the Mohawk, the Chrome, the outfit, and the Emerald. The only thing that person could give you is in regards of gangs that have that I guess that power to gain chrome and money like that. So, or of course in your knowledge as well, executives also have that power, but usually they don't seem the type to wear a lot of chrome other than gangers. He gave you a few gang names. One, Maelstrom, of course. Two,
God, I hope it's not a maelstrom.
I know.
two is the Iron Sights.
Maelstrom Iron Sights.
Science. Yeah.
And
Please don't say
three-
red chrome.
And three, there you go, Phil. You just read my mind.
Oh no.
Oh, not the red chrome leech.
Oh no. All of the worst ones.
Those racist
Oh.
bastards.
Yeah.
God.
Can I do
neo-Nazi.
can I do a library search through the police database that I have access to see if I get any hits to narrow it down to maybe 2 or 1?
Yeah, you can try, and you can try what information you can get from the database you have and see what recent criminal activities has been occurring and so forth in one gang and
Yeah,
that sort of
so
thing.
my idea is like Patch found some information and it's like it could be this guy that does this thing or this guy that does that thing with Maelstrom, blah blah blah. And I want to try to like narrow it down and see if there's any recent activity in the police database to give us an idea of what part of town we should be looking in.
Okay, go for it.
14.
14. Okay. So for Maelstrom, there's a lot of activity that's been going on within the city, especially in the combat zone and the south of Night City. In regards of Iron Sights and Red Chrome Legion, there hasn't been a lot of activity, especially Iron Sights. They have been in the down low actually for a long time. I mean, they haven't come up in the database, I think, since around from 2015 to 2025. After 2025, there has been light activity from gangers in the Iron Sights. As far as Red Chrome Legion, there has been sporadic activities in pretty much across all Night City. There's not really a pinpoint lead that you can get from the database. There's like a lot of points and information that you can gather, but not something that you can really grasp and say, okay, these are these guys. So
yeah, no specific description of this guy. Yeah.
yeah, it's very sporadic. There's nothing in line with something that what Patch got, but if you do ask around in the area that you guys are in, you might get a bit better idea on how the activities are in terms of gangs and
Word
you know,
on the
criminals.
street, basically. Who knows anything about somebody pinching a corpo?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, well,
One of
I've-
the biggest corpos too.
Similar to Patch, I have as a media, I have contacts and stuff. A city gang honcho, minor politician, corp exec, well-known person in the neighborhood. So I could possibly, maybe I know someone in whatever gang claims to own the Glen, if any.
Yeah, because you can't be kidnapping corpos on someone else's turf.
Mm.
Okay, so that's a list that you got as a media, right?
Mm-hmm.
It has
Okay.
to be someone with resources, because
Mm-hmm.
but also what's odd to me is somebody would come in, have a conversation with the person that they're kidnapping. That seems like it doesn't add up.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a kind of a vague idea that maybe it wasn't a kidnapping, or more of like a fleeing the pressures of corpo life.
An
Maybe
escape.
they did a runner. Yeah.
Hmm.
They. I couldn't hear you there, Rachel.
I think you're muted, Rach.
After all these years, still.
There you go.
So which one?
The could be an insurance scam.
Ooh,
Huh.
life insurance.
Yeah.
She's the CEO, like a little
Yeah.
life insurance. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
going to be a huge amount of money then.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I'd say we should do the on the ground stuff here. We
Yeah.
should see if Ethan lets us into the room.
Yeah.
Talk to Jet on the way out, and then talk to the local gangers.
What
I like that.
I think Ray, while they're doing all of their research, I assume like everybody's like on their agents doing their internal, their research.
Yeah.
Ray doesn't
Yeah.
have
Chatting to
contacts,
each other.
but she has
Your
her
fans.
She has her charisma, yes. So what she's gonna do is while they're doing this investigating, I'm just gonna talk to some of the other patrons. It looks like there's like a gambling tables up at the top there.
Yeah, those are pretty much anybody can do whatever they want in those tables.
Okay.
Most of the time they're just drinking, eating, or just having a good time.
I'm
And then in the
I was gonna say I'm gonna head over and maybe like deal in a game or something, or play at a table, and try to have some conversation with some of the regular patrons here, and see if I can just get any information from them about if they noticed this Mohawk guy, if any of them have been having issues with like gangs or any problems. Just kind of get a general overview if anybody's mentioned anything.
okay. Okay, so that's Ray. So what is Panther, Sunny, and Patches doing?
Yeah, I'm
Maybe-
just I'm stuck on my agent, like looking up gangs and tattoos.
Oh,
and-
gotcha. So this is occurring while you guys are doing the investigation. Got it. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's me. I don't know if they're doing other things.
Yeah, I think we're all sort of cross-referencing our sources and seeing who we might be able to chat to in the local area.
I was gonna say,
While-
yeah. And if you guys, I don't know how long that'll take. Ray might be a while too. So if you want to do other investigating, talking to like the bouncer or anything too.
Well, I definitely think
Well,
you
I-
should do your thing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So Ray, out of let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of the 5 people that are here in this area,
Mhm.
3 of them recognize you. And
Oh.
as you walk up to the stairs, and they just turn their heads in awe and in shock and say, "Oh my God!" And then they just walk up to you. This one, and over here, the lonely sap over here, towards you. And
Hi.
This one, you're right, is a little bit more shy, but the rest of them are like, "Oh my God, Ray, is it really you?
That's me. That's me.
Oh my God, wait, can you sign my shot glass? I always wanted to have a shot glass signed. Can you sign this
Of
for me, please?
course, of course.
I'm just so nervous that I can't even
Oh.
talk. Let me just get going.
Don't be nervous.
She gets her shot glass. She takes her shot, and then just okay. Oh wow, that burns. Okay, here.
Wow.
Do you have a Sharpie or anything?
I actually do keep one on handy just for this exact occasion. So she pulls out like a fancy silver pen and just signs REI heart.
Oh my God. Thank you. Do you want a drink? I mean, do you want to hang out? I mean, what?
Well, yes and yes. I'm here. Look, I've been looking to kind of want to perform here at some point in time. I
Oh
know,
my God, please do.
I know
Please.
jazz isn't usually my style, but I mean, I do play piano, so I kind of want to, check out the scene, and yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm only here because my friends like it here. Just don't tell them. But I'm not really into jazz. But oh my God, your music, perfection,
Thank you.
perfection.
Thank you.
So, can we just sit down and talk?
Yeah,
and
of
then
course.
The other two guys are like, "Hey, wait, but we want to sign something too."
It's a party. Come on. Come hang out with us. Grab some drinks.
Okay, so you guys take a table, whichever you want.
Yeah.
Ray, you can pick,
Yep,
and they'll
I'm
follow
just-
you
yeah.
along.
I'm just gonna like grab everybody here. Like, let's all just hang out and
Gotta love a rocker boy.
yeah.
Yep.
And okay, perfect. So they're there, just having their drinks, and
Yep.
they're just excited. They really can't believe that you're there, and then they're just
Yeah.
anxious and just nervous
So,
and everything. So
I kind of small talk for a little bit, and I eventually ask them about the scene. So, like, do you guys come here often? What's the scene usually like? Has anything like any like weird, stuff happened lately? Because my last play at Club Atlantis, like, there was this really weird guy, and so, like, if there's any like weird, creepy people that come around here, like, I do not want to come to this club. If...
So the person nearest to you grabs your arm and says, "I'm Layla, by the way.
Layla.
Just so you know, Layla."
Nice to meet you, Layla.
Layla. Okay. So this is my first time here. And so far is boring as fuck. So I can't help you in that department, but if you go over to Club Atlantis again, I swear you're gonna have a good time, darling. I swear. So if you just come over here, come over to Atlantis, call my name Layla. Layla. Don't forget Layla.
I will
And
not.
we'll have a great time. And then the one next to her, she goes like, "Well, I had to digress. I mean, I do love jazz, but not a lot of activity like the Atlantis, It's kind of slow, melodic, I guess, as it should be. What about you, Ray? I mean, what are you doing here in the Emerald?"
Well, I'm here with friends, just grabbing drinks. Like I said, I'm just trying to like scout out some new clubs to perform at. I know, yeah, it's usually not my scene, but I'm trying to diversify a little bit, get into some other genres besides pop. So, I don't know, I thought jazz might be something to check out.
Oh,
But again,
mean-
I mean, the place seems pretty chill. Like, you guys haven't like had any weird, I don't know, you haven't heard anything weird happening lately. She's trying to not be as obvious as Tracy is, but Ray's a lot more cool about it.
Yeah, you're saying like, are there creeps that come
Yeah, are
here?
there any
Because there's always
creeps?
creeps at the Atlantis.
Yeah,
so like, I want to
basically.
make sure that this spot's not like that.
Yeah,
Yep.
I got a lot of, you know how it is.
So the rest of them pretty much just shakes their head and just say, "No, I mean, not really. I mean, I think the reason why people go here is just because of it's boring and nothing really happens. No fights, no nothing really unusual happens. And I think that's why people enjoy it, just for the atmosphere and I guess the music. But no.
What
nothing really
about-
crazy?
What about heading home at night? Like, I used to have a bus and a driver, things kind of got weird, and so now my record label just kind of hangs me out to dry, and I have to find my own way home. So sometimes I head home a little late. Have you guys had any like weird activity, any gangs or anything that's like makes you not want to head home late at night? You get what I'm saying?
So one of them, the one next to Layla, says, "Well, I have to say, since I've been here a couple of times, and I have to say, I think it was 2-3 weeks ago. I went outside just to have a cigarette and just breathe the air outside, because sometimes you need that sort of break. And I was looking two guys outside. One of them was the bouncer, of course, and the other, I don't know who that was, but he seemed a little rowdy, and I didn't really feel comfortable at that point. So I had to run inside and just tell my friends that this is happening. So we kind of left at that point, and when we left, that guy was, I think it was just throwing a tantrum or something. I don't know. It was crazy, and a black car came up to the side of the street, and then the person just started to scream and yell and just laugh all at the same time. It was a strange occurrence.
Really?
But
That's
yeah, I did return because my friends like it here, but I told them that
huh.
if I see anything like that again, I don't think I'll be back.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. Well, what did the person look like?
Well, to be honest, it looked like someone working with a corporal or exec. I'm not sure because I've seen my fair share of executives in other companies, and like Militech, Petrochem. Not to brag, but I see a lot of them hanging out with bodyguards and such, and he looked a lot like a bodyguard.
Okay. Interesting. Well, this has been very helpful. I appreciate all of you.
Oh, but don't go. The night is young. Hang out. Come on, have a drink.
Okay, all right. I'll have one more drink, and then I have to be heading out. And
All right.
you know what?
All right, cool.
Since you guys are so cool, let's take a picture. Quick selfie. And she like takes her agent and she like holds it out and she does like a
Yeah.
and takes a selfie with the entire table. Just to make them feel more like at home and chill with her.
Yep. Perfect.
And she'll hang out for like another drink and then head back to the rest of the group.
Okay, so Panther, Patch, and Sunny.
Maybe we should grab Ray and go search the room just in case, something got left behind, something with gang colors on it or anything like that.
Yeah.
Let's see if Ethan will let us in. Yeah.
He seems like a nice guy. I'm sure it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Will you share this information with us, Ray?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, once I get back, I'll tell you guys about the weird occurrence.
So I'll be saying maybe we need to chat with Jet, and maybe this person that was being rowdy is the same person that we're looking for.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was Olivia's bodyguard.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He had a reason, and he had a reason to be upset.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that makes more sense for him to come in, talk to her candidly, and be the last person. And also, how does the CEO get kidnapped without the bodyguard being dead or incompetent or something?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Maybe they were like, if they went and got a room for the night together, I could see if they were a couple, they had a falling out.
Uh-oh. Trouble in paradise at Olivia's house.
And
the bodyguard is the side piece.
Yeah,
I'm just saying they go everywhere together.
Yep.
They have a falling out, so she fires him because she doesn't want to hang out with her ex 24/7. He comes back, he's upset.
Can't say.
Where does it go from there?
I've seen stories like this before, so could be possible.
So when we go to the room,
isn't that on Channel 51 right now? It's the exact same story.
We're looking for Valentine's Day cards or something. I think that's what we're going to be looking for in the room.
Yeah. So will Ethan let us into the private room that she used with this guy?
Okay, so you guys head over to the bar.
Yeah.
I head over
Okay.
to the bar and I flash my badge
Ooh.
to
getting
Ethan,
serious.
but discreetly. I want to conceal reveal and just discreetly show him my badge.
Okay, so go for it.
All right. 25.
Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna move you guys so that way I know
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
where you guys are at.
Yeah, I'll move
forgot
myself
to-
up there.
Oh,
Yep.
sorry. Okay.
Cool.
So yeah, so I'm gonna say Panther, you coming in confidently towards the bar, just ready to just ask for a drink, but instead of asking a drink, you just slip, that badge underneath him, and he clearly looks at it right on your hand, and you just put it back on your coat or your jacket or whatever, and he's gonna be like, very wide-eyed.
And
know-
I'm going to say before he says anything, yeah, remember we were talking about your friend Olivia? Yeah, it turns out she is my contact. She told me she wanted me to stay in the same room that she stayed in last time, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I'm sorry. So, of course.
Yeah, so we'll be having that room if that's all right.
Okay. So, yeah, no problem. Of course, Mr.
Panther.
Panther. I'm sorry.
Just
So-
Panther.
Mr. Panther.
So he's gonna
Mr.
find.
Panther is my dad.
Your
So
mum's
you're
a
gonna
cougar.
So he's gonna find the key to room number 3, and he's gonna hand you. Here, Mr. Panther. So, room number 3. That's where Miss Forsyth was staying the last time she was here. May I ask, what are the details behind this meeting, if I may know, of course?
You may ask. And then Panther just starts walking away.
Bunny's just gonna look back and give him as she scuttles after Panther. Yeah.
Maybe next time. Okay, so room number 3 will be the room before where Maya is. So
Can you,
right,
pink, like here?
Yep.
Yeah.
right here. So
Okay. Ooh. We're
so
doing
usually you have to pay for these rooms, but since you showed your badge, Panther, then he was willingly to hand over the key of the room.
Lawman.
So okay,
Ooh.
Panther walks in with karate chop hands.
I think it's clear. It's just walks
okay.
in.
So inside the room, is nothing but filled with empty glasses of watered down whiskey and liquor, and plates with pieces of crumbs scattered inside the room. However,
Netflix
Sticking-
and chill.
pretty much. However, sticking out like a sore thumb is a broken agent on the table and a laptop on the corner of the sofa. Both devices are off, but after powering up the laptop, it cannot be accessed without a password. Nothing else seems to stand out, but you can't help but think there's more to this.
So, does the laptop? It's asking for a password. Is it showing a login? Does it say who it belongs to?
So it asks for a password, and the backdrop of the laptop, it says the name of a company called Petrochem.
Oh, so it's okay. It's a Petrochem laptop. Okay.
In Olivia's room.
Yeah, not continental.
Hopefully,
if
no one
you-
else has used it in the last 2 days. We forgot to ask.
Maybe
you
the bodyguard angle is a red herring.
Mm.
If you guys
Which I
want
knew how to-
more, I'm sorry, go for it.
So I was just gonna say, I wish I knew how to get into this thing. Maybe my conceal reveal is a solid base of 8. So I don't know if someone wants to.
Yeah, we can
To help
upend the
me?
room. Maybe upend the room. All of us do conceal reveal. See
Yeah.
if we find something.
Yeah. Just be thorough.
I rolled a 13.
Definitely.
So you guys roll the conceal reveal.
I only got a 10.
Same. I got a 10.
One.
All right, well, I got a 13. That's
It's
the
really
highest.
hard to search for things when you're strapped into a cyber chair.
It is really hard.
Just trying to get under.
So you guys roll the conceal reveal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a 13. Yeah, we all did.
10.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so Panther, I think you'll be the one taking care of what was it, the agent or the laptop?
Yeah, I'm trying to look for anything that's not obvious. You know, I'm picking up the potted plant, looking for
Oh,
something
gotcha.
under the
Okay.
potted plant,
I thought-
opening
I thought-
drawers.
Okay, I thought you guys were concealing the agent and the laptop. Okay,
No,
so
no, we're
No,
looking for
we're
anything else.
it's tossing the room for anything
Yeah.
else hidden.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So there's no bombs.
Or a little slip of paper that has a password on it or something. You know what I mean? Stuff like
Gotcha.
that.
Don't forget your luck, guys. I got 7 left to spend. I can
Oh,
you're
right.
I totally.
Good
I keep
call.
forgetting about it.
Yep, very important. So Panther, looking around the room, under the glasses, on the table, on the couch, you do find a few things. First things first, under the couch, you find a powdery substance. It's a mix of white and off-white, and you find 1 or 2 shards of glass, and in the table and across the room onto the wall, you notice there has been like some sort of scuffle or some sort of engagement inside the room.
Ooh.
And if you want to know more about that scuffle, then you can roll me a deduction roll.
Do it. I'll point
If-
everything out to everybody and show
Mhm.
them. You know, look at these shards of glass and
Mhm.
signs of struggle.
Let's
And-
just do a Columbo.
I'm gonna add 3 points of
17.
luck. 13 on mine.
Nice.
13.
16.
Okay.
17.
Okay, yeah, that's more than enough.
Okay.
So I think Sunny. So as Panther is mentioning these hidden details and clues within the room, you can almost visualize what happened inside the room as if holograms just appear right in front of you. So there's a glass stain found near the end of the table. There's a splash of, there's like a stain, like a splash stain on the beneath the table. That seems to be some sort of drink, maybe liquor or a very tinted drink. And there's skid marks like across the floor towards the wall. And there's a small dent on one of the tiles near the wall that looks like something heavy or someone was laying there for a long time. And then on the wall, there's like scratch marks, very slight scratch marks, nothing too severe, but like 1 or 2 lines you see on the wall. And as you see all these details, you pretty much connect the dots and know what happened. So basically, someone just lifted up themselves from the couch and just hit the glass from the table onto the floor. Therefore, the shards of glass are underneath the couch. As that person went up from the couch, somehow their shoes skidded marked the floor, and bumped into the wall. And as they bumped to the wall, they slid down to the wall onto the floor, and that's where they laid for a long time, maybe like 40 minutes or so.
Yeah, looks like someone took a major hit here. Look, glass hits the deck. They get smashed across the room, scrape their heels on the floor, hit the tiles here, and slump down.
Damn.
Clear signs of assault.
Yeah. What was going on in here?
But how'd they get, if that's what happened in here, if that's her got smashed up, how the hell did they get her out of this room?
That's what I'm wondering.
Mm.
Somebody had to have seen her looking like real bad.
They might have thought she was drunk, and this friend of hers that was in the same room as her is maybe helping her out to her car.
Yeah, let's see if Jet knows what happened that night and saw her leave.
What about this laptop An agent.
And the agent, well, let's take him. You know tech?
Anybody does?
Ugh, not my biggest forte.
Anybody can
Actually,
try electronics and security tech check. Try to attempt to.
I don't have that. I have basic tech.
I'll try it.
Oh, please. Somebody. I have a 5.
Yeah,
plus
actually,
5 to it.
my tech's pretty good. So what was that? Electronics or security check? Where is that?
Mhm.
Oh, this is in alphabetical order. So
Yeah, it's alphabetical, so it should be after education.
wait, where is? Oh, there it is. Cool. I rolled a 13.
A 13. Okay, so, you attempted
Should have put luck.
5 times to enter the laptop.
Oh no!
The fourth time, it noticed. It gave you like a heads up message saying you have one last attempt. On the 5th attempt, you were unable to enter the laptop. So you ran out of attempts to enter, and you couldn't log in. So it says now the laptop says that you need an hour for it to reset and try again.
Okay, what about the agent?
yeah.
Can we connect the agent to somebody else's agent and download contacts, emails, messages?
Maybe the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
So-
does it power
the-
on?
So the agent, it's cracked, it's broken, the screen is broken, but when you hold it, it's warm, as if it's powered on.
There we go. So
Okay.
the screen's broken, but it's powered on.
Cool. Does it have a memory chip in it, or is it inbuilt?
It's inbuilt.
Okay, well then I'll just try and hook it up to my agent and see if I can pair them.
Okay, so so you pair them and successfully without a problem. Even though most of the time when you pair agents, you need to access the agent that you're pairing to, but in this case, it was available to be paired.
Mhm.
You don't know how that happened, but regardless, you were able to enter, and you were able to find information about Olivia Forsyth.
So it's her.
And
Is it her phone? Her agent?
It is her phone.
Yes.
It's her
Oh.
agent. Yeah.
Maybe she left us
Nice.
breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
So the information you find inside is pretty much her entire work and career, basically. So you find emails about Continental Brands, her personal email.
Download.
I was like, oh yeah, let me see. I'm like,
Yeah.
They better be paying us well because this is worth way more.
right? This is,
Yeah.
This is valuable.
So contacts, her personal contacts from the company. And usually this type of information is not, readily available, especially in an agent. But from this, pairing that someone was, tapping into this phone previously.
So someone else has already hacked the phone. Is that what you're saying?
Someone
Or did
unlocked
she
it.
or did she leave it unlocked? Or is it
No,
either or?
so from this interaction and what you're doing, you get a sense that someone already got into her phone. That's not her.
And then they
Someone
left
violated.
it here.
Yeah.
Well, they broke it.
Interesting.
They thought
They broke
it.
it. They
Yeah.
thought they
Not
broke
very
it.
smart.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Maybe they left
In a
in a
rush.
hurry.
In a rush
Yeah.
as well.
Hmm.
Okay. Is there like a list of recently accessed files?
So the recently accessed files that you find is pretty much bank accounts from Continental Brands.
Somebody
and
wanted money.
also
It's
like graphs about revenue and income
Oh,
from
yeah.
the past 5 years of Continental Brands.
Oh, I wonder
Okay.
if this
I mean,
is
that's-
like a competitor or something. Somebody,
Price fixing.
yeah, somebody who just like doesn't like Continental
Maybe-
corporate
brands.
sabotage.
Yeah.
Maybe
Corporate
it's like a Romeo and Juliet situation where she's Continental Brands and he's Petrochem, forbidden lovers kind of thing.
Interesting.
Can I analyze the expense reports using, I don't know, say accounting or business?
Well done.
Yeah, you can use either or.
They're both the same because I don't have points in them, but I have intelligence 8. So I'm just going to chuck in a few points of luck. Let's chuck in 3 because I have a set pool of 7. So we'll add 3 to this. I'll just go business. 16, so 17, 18, 19.
19.
Wow.
Yeah, so analyzing these reports and graphs from Continental Brands' revenue and income, you notice that at one point during their lifetime, after they were held off from Petrochem, because before Continental Brands, they were part of Petrochem. And so you notice that after they just went off and do their own thing, you notice that the revenue just skyrocketed and gained a tremendous amount of income on their own brand. And yeah, so from these reports, that's pretty much what you get. You notice that there has been a change of not a change of, I'm sorry, so like an additional gain in assets from Petrochem to Continental Brands.
Is it a dummy account or is it straight directly account to account?
So from Sunny's point of view, everything seems official with credits from obviously from Olivia and boards of executives and so forth. So nothing seems too fake or anything like that.
So Petrochem, they let them go. They went independent. They made shit tons of money under Olivia, I guess, and maybe they want a slice. That Petrochem want a slice of the pie back. And Petrochem are huge,
Right.
Yeah. Is it time to sort of put more pieces together? See the bouncer.
I think so. Yeah. Do we want to take this laptop with us? And it, like,
Oh, for sure.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure. I Patch might know a tech who can hack it for
Yeah,
us.
that might be good.
Yeah, I can hit the streets as soon as we get done talking to the bouncer.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. We grab the agent. We grab the laptop.
Yep.
And
Yeah, and you got this all on camera, Sunny, right? You got the whole scene.
I got everything on camera.
You got the whole yeah. Perfect.
I gotta capture Night City as it is. You know?
Perfect.
I think I'd miss this story. Can I just quickly ask Ethan, like, if he actually saw her Olivia Forsyth leave 2 nights ago, the last time he saw it? Did he see her actually leave?
So as you guys approach the bar area once again, Ethan, in his corner of his eye, noticed you guys approaching him, and he immediately just he tries to straighten up, get everything in order, and just get ready for you guys to come over and and nervously say,
just one more thing.
Just nervously say, yes, welcome back. What can I do for you? Was the room up to par from what you expected? Anything?
It's great.
You
You didn't clean it in 2 days, right? No one's been in there.
No. Let me think. You know what? I think that our cleaning services guy didn't come this week. I might have to call him for it again.
That's serendipitous. Now, I just want to ask you one last thing, okay, about Olivia. The last time you saw her was 2 nights ago here, right?
Yes, I believe so. Did you ask Plague?
Yeah. We talked to Plague. You were working that night, right?
Correct. Yes, I was here.
Do you remember what time she left and who she left with?
Oh, I mean, usually we close around 2, 3 in the morning.
That's not what I asked. I asked, do you remember her specifically leaving?
Yes, I think so. Of course. I think she was with someone.
Okay, she look okay.
Well, I mean, you know Olivia, of course. When she has a good time, she kind of gets.
So she was out of it.
flustered.
That's what you're saying. Yeah, she was out of it.
Yeah, she was out of it, but I guess she was having a great time. That's what
This guy
I
she left
thought.
with, big stupid mohawk, right?
I believe so. I'm not quite sure. I'm always attending a lot of people during the weekend, but
You got a camera feed? Covers the entrance?
well, we usually don't record
Yeah, right.
after well, hear me out. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. We don't have cameras here.
Interrogate, please. I don't believe him.
Go for it.
Corporates don't like to be recorded. So it
Doesn't
has
mean
to-
they don't do it.
Exactly. So it has to be. It has to.
So
be
it has to be
secretive.
recorded.
Yeah.
19.
19. So you definitely know something's up, and he's not saying the whole truth.
I'm gonna play the good cop to Sunny's bad cop here. And
I'm a bit brave.
yeah. And so, like, as you know, it seems like Ethan's might be a little like nervous by this. So Ray just kind of slips in next to Sunny. Is like, hey, listen, I know, you know, she's asking a lot of questions, but we're just trying to do our best to help. So if there's anything you can do to help us figure this out, we really want Olivia's safety to be our top priority.
Oh, are you saying that Olivia is?
Shut up.
We don't know. We don't know what's going on. So anything you can tell us would be really helpful. Any camera footage, anything.
We need to know who that guy is.
Yeah.
But I swear I saw her on TV just yesterday. Wasn't that her?
What are you talking about?
Well, did you see the news? The Continental Brands are always doing press conferences and news and and so forth. I assumed that was her and she was all right. And from that night, so I thought everything was okay, or wasn't
You
that...
think you think corporate CEOs appear on TV as themselves when they could get anybody to body sculpt? You are a naive kid.
Look, she might be in some sort of trouble, or she's probably hanging out with the wrong crowd, and we just want to see if we know anything about the person.
Listen. I don't want to get into trouble from what I'm about to do right now, because I don't want to get in trouble with people that I already worked for in the past, and you gotta understand that these people are dangerous, and I don't want to get in trouble, and I don't want to.
You see this guy?
I point at Panther.
You don't want to be in trouble with him either.
More dangerous than him?
Okay. We do recordings here inside the Emerald, but we don't allow them to the public audience to view them, including the police.
Fine, I won't look.
I was informed to not give any footage to anyone except for a certain company.
Petrochem.
I did not say that. You did.
Okay, great. Well, and now we know.
Well,
awesome.
Isn't that great? Because my friend over here, pointing to Patch, works for Petrochem.
It's true.
So it's all above board.
Do a persuasion check.
Sure.
Persuasion.
I mean, I have forgery, but I don't think I have time to make you a credential.
If this fails, I've got lots of points in bribery, so that'll be our backup.
Mhm.
I'm putting my 2 remaining luck into this, so it's going to be an 18.
Ooh.
Nice.
So he's gonna be in shock when you mention that, and he's gonna be scared shitless when you mention that she's from Petrochem. He's gonna say, "Oh my God, okay, I'm sorry. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you the money that you gave me, and we're gonna be all good, right? Okay? Please?"
But you're gonna
Yes.
we're gonna step into the back though, and you're gonna show us the footage from that night though. That's how that's gonna go down.
Whatever you say, I'll do it. Just don't do anything to me, please.
Don't worry.
How about you show us the footage?
Show us the footage, and it'll be okay.
Right, the footage. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. So he's gonna be on the back.
I want to go with him because I don't want him
Yeah.
to rabbit.
Run away.
Yeah, just run.
Yeah, so I'm gonna like put my arm around his shoulder and be like, let's go together, okay, pal? Like we're friends here. It's all good. It's all good. And
So-
Panther, do you want to back me up?
Oh yeah, he hops
you.
over the bar and like knocks over a glass and then just like follows.
Okay, cool. So I
So
want to go.
usually, underneath the bar, that's where he has everything in regards to the bar, including music in the background. If there's no performers, the cash box, footage from the Emerald, and so forth. So there's like a small monitor that he can review the footage, and he can go back until 5 days ago.
Can
So
I,
anything before,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, can I grab like a wire and just hook it straight up to Sunny's chair, so we can just like have that footage with us if we need to check it again later?
My storage is in my agent. My chair is cool, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I had cameras. I
We
saw
wanna
that
put it in
maybe
your
I
chair,
had-
damn it.
Yeah, you can put it. Yeah, let's say I've got memory chips in there. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, I can just my plugs go quite far, so I'll just take the plug out. The spider chair kind of.
I
subs
look at
down
the
a
other-
little bit.
And and I look at the other patrons and I go, "We're just doing technical repairs." I see there's two other people at the bar just watching.
And from that point, after you jump over the bar, they're just gonna slowly head towards the dance floor and just take their
Yeah.
drinks.
I like how smart
And
people are in this city.
Right?
I don't want to be involved in one of
Nope.
those.
Exactly.
No, you don't.
Exactly.
Cool. I'll download everything from that night, basically.
Okay. So perfect. So reviewing the footage, there's actually one camera per room, and
Naturally.
right, and then there's 5 cameras inside the club, in each corner of the club, and then at the bar, and then the dining area.
What about at the front door where the bouncer is looking out to the street?
So there's one camera from the entrance to the Emerald, and it looks out to the
Mhm.
outside, so you can see whoever's entering from the Emerald and whoever's going out to the street.
Great.
Yeah, so we
Um,
want to see what happened in room 3 with Olivia, where they went, and what kind of
Yep.
vehicle they got into.
And how bad this mohawk was.
Yeah.
Yes. Most important.
So okay, so first things first, the room number 3, the footage that you gather is pretty much, at first it looked like they're just having a good time drinking and talking and so forth, but at one point during their hangout and conversation, Olivia dropped her glass to the floor and it shattered, of course. And then you see this character that just pours some powdery substance into his drink and just offer it to Olivia, and she drinks it. And then from there she drinks it, and then she sits back and leans back, and then after the roughly 45 minutes to an hour, she seems a little loopy and kind of just very relaxed and almost wobbling to the point that she can't really walk. So after an hour or so, the guy takes her outside. He helps her out, and she's almost carrying her, but she's walking on her own, but really badly. I mean, so when they go outside, there's a car that pulls up, and from that view, you can't really see anything else from that point.
Can I see a license plate?
At that angle, you can see it because
Enhance.
the car pulled. You can't
Zoom,
see it
enhance.
because it moved up to the curb. So
But maybe Chet or Jet. Is it Jet or Chet?
Jet.
Yeah, maybe Jet got a partial number and I can run it through the database.
Okay, so her bodyguard was outside, right, that night? Hanging with Jet.
Yep. So
Yeah.
when the guy was helping her out outside, the
Hmm.
bodyguard followed behind them and went towards the car.
He get in the car as well?
He's in on it.
From that angle, you can't really see.
Mm.
Either he's in on it or he was taken out in the car,
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
unbeknownst.
If I go back 5 days,
Mhm.
how long ago did that person tell Ray that
Oh yeah.
Someone was outside having a tantrum. Was that 5 days ago?
the rowdy person.
Was it? Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was the bodyguard, wasn't it?
We thought so.
yeah.
We thought
Yeah.
it might be. Because they're
So-
likely to hang outside with him.
Right.
So I believe when they talked to Ray, they said it was 3 weeks ago, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's
Got it.
fine. That's fine.
Way past
Okay.
5 days.
So we know that she knows this person. They had a time. He drugged her and then took her somewhere. There's a Petrochem laptop. Petrochem have special permission to take any footage here. So, you know, 2 and 2 are making
Yep.
a Petrochem
It's-
logo.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, it's definitely Petrochem. The
Definitely.
question is, did they want to kill her or did they just want to kidnap her?
And
Where is she? Yeah. Where are they keeping
follow
her?
up
Yeah.
question: does Petrochem have connections with any of these 3 gangs that turned up a description of Mr. Mohawk?
Solid. As a fixer, you would know if any of these gangs have had like recent contracts with Petrochem. Word on the street travels. Oh yeah, Petrochem paid Maelstrom to do
Mhm.
X, Y, or Z.
Okay, so is that streetwise or is that local knowledge?
You can choose either one.
I would like to pick the one with the more points.
Solid.
Okay,
Did-
local
did
expert.
she
I
get-
know about gangs.
Yeah. Does she get to add an operator rank or?
That's up to GM.
Yeah.
What was that?
If she
I
can
was just-
add her operator rank. So the 4, she has a 4 on the operator. So if she could add her 4 to
Oh.
the.
Yeah, no, definitely. You can definitely add it to the roll.
So I'll
And-
roll this and then add 4 to whatever the result is.
Yeah, and if you have luck, which you should, luck is a finite resource that refreshes every session. So use it as much as you can this session.
Use it or use
Do-
it. Yeah.
Does it? Do you edit before or after the roll?
Before.
You add it before, so you would
Before,
say
yeah.
you would
So-
say how much you want to.
I'll spend, let's
Invest.
say, 2 luck to boost this.
All right, so +6 to
Sweet.
whatever you roll.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Oh yeah,
Okay. So +6 to whatever I roll.
yeah.
It is your specialty.
Well,
Yeah,
I've
you
rolled a
fixer.
22. So
Damn.
I get lots. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not a math person, but that
That's-
sounded like lots.
28.
Okay, so yeah, no, it doesn't take you too long to know the deal with Petrochem and a certain gang. Yeah, no, that goes by the name of Iron Sights.
Alright.
They did
There's
a
no
certain
profile for a reason.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
they did a certain contract back
There's no
8
profile
months
for a
ago,
reason.
and you don't know the details behind the contract, but you have heard that they have been collaborating since.
They do wet work for Petrochem.
Okay. And because I know these guys, I know like where they're liable to hang out, where we're liable to be able to go to, say, retrieve a missing CEO, or at least get the next clue on the trail.
Well, they do tend to go different areas within Night City. In this specific case, you can't really tell which way they go, but I'm sure if you ask around and know more about the incident that just happened that night, then you'll have an idea what area they went to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it has to be Jet. Is our last.
Yep. Our
person
last
to talk
stop
to.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Oh,
right,
we're
well,
gonna
I
get-
thank this gentleman for his
Yep.
time. He's been very cooperative, and since we're friends, he can keep the money that we bribed him with as
Mhm.
Petrochem, which is who I am.
He gets to keep it. Yeah, no, of course he gets to keep it. That's fine.
He's doing
And
his
he-
job. I mean, he wasn't going to let us see it until he knew who we were. This man is responsible.
And Ethan goes like, "Oh, thank you so much."
You've done
Please
great.
don't hurt
HR
me.
will be in touch.
Actually, why don't I just get your number?
I thought you had my number already.
Well,
New
yeah, but
phone.
like your personal number. Like you
Um,
gave us the business line, right? You wouldn't just give a corporation your personal number.
Sure. You know what? I'll give you the number of the bar as well, since I gave you my last phone number from my agent. So, here you go.
How
So he
how
gives-
are you alive? How have you got this far?
Listen, Ethan, let me tell you something. I've been on these streets for quite some time. You're a little too soft.
Poor Ethan. We've traumatized the poor bartender.
Ethan is my friend,
Yeah.
and we are going to stay very close going forward.
I'm sure Petrochem will have him eliminated
Oh,
post
no.
haste.
He's done.
No.
He's
God.
done.
This poor guy.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm
Wait.
gonna clap him on the back and let's go speak to a man about a car.
when you clap him on the back, he kind of jumps and gets scared a bit.
Oh, we traumatized him.
I'm gonna
Um,
rejack into my chair and just shake my head, make as I make copies of the footage on the data pool somewhere.
Cool. Cool.
What's the approach with Jet? Are we just gonna go, what do you know? No bullshit. We're gonna finesse him.
What I read on him was that he was very matter of fact, right?
He's very serious about his
guy.
job.
Yeah.
He
Well,
doesn't
let's
like
no bullshit
me.
him.
My
Let's no bullshit him.
yeah,
Let's be straight up.
My usual conversing won't work, so you guys should probably take the lead on this one. I'm more of a bullshitter.
So, all right. I say, as we're leaving the nightclub, I'll go, yeah, Jazz is great. Jazz is great. Hey, Jet, right? That's your name.
Okay, so you guys head outside and you see Jet patting down just a few more people as they get inside. After them, there's pretty much no one else to enter. And as you guys interact with him, and Panther goes up to him, he doesn't say a single word whatsoever. He just has his hands back behind him and just looking forward towards nothing.
I'm going to roll a conversation, see if I can get him to talk to me.
He's not a man of many words.
And I'm going to say, Jet, I got your name from the bartender. I just wanted to have a few words with you, if that's all right. Rolled a 5.
I'll jump in as well.
Please do. God.
15.
All right. That's much better.
Okay,
Yeah,
so-
so I want to draw this man out because we had a moment before going in. We know he's seen me around.
So when Panther comes up to him first, he's gonna look him just with a dead serious face, and he just slowly just turns his head towards Panther and just says, "Either get back inside or get the hell out of my face."
Fair enough. I just start taking the shotgun, the pistol, my knives.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then comes over Patch, and I'm assuming you're gonna ask about Olivia, the bodyguard, the guy. and what-
I just run him through it again. I'm straight with him. I don't dress it up. I'm like, look, you're busy, I'm busy. Here's the facts.
Okay. So he takes his moment, he pauses and just thinks it through and looks at you with a serious look, but not so threatening like he looked at Panther, but more gently. And he says, "Yeah, I got to talk to Aslan. Olivia's bodyguard.
Hmm?
Shady as fuck. But the little we talked wasn't much to know him. But the little I saw tells me that he's into some shit."
Think he's on the take?
And then he continues saying, "You know Aslan? Do you know Olivia?"
We have a professional connection. I want to know what you saw, what you think.
Well, I'm going to say my perspective from Aslan, since the jackass will be talking endlessly into the night with Black Lace and some other shitheads in the road. The jackass will be taking Black Lace during the job, right in my fucking face. While Olivia was inside, doing her thing. The man will go ape shit. Like I said, the shit that we talked, was nothing but nonsense. But after a while, he would call up his buddies and talk for hours in the car. A bunch of cybered up freaks. And every time he come over, same routine, nothing new. Except the last time they were here, Miss Forsyth left with someone from the club. I didn't think much to it. I didn't recognize the man. But that guy was chromed up to the teeth. For a second, I thought it was Maelstrom. But nah, this one's different. Then Jack adds also brings over the same car that his buddies were and left with Miss Forsyth and the wannabe Maelstrom. What I found even more strange, they were headed towards the old corpse center. Nothing but skeletons there. Something was off that
hot
night,
zone?
but I didn't think much of it.
What car were they driving? You said it was the ones with the shitheads he normally hangs out with, right?
It was a black car. I'm guessing you're looking for license plate numbers.
Yeah, license plate, model.
That'd be
Anything.
Christmas.
Before I get this information to you, who are you guys? Why are you asking about this guy and Olivia?
Should I flash my badge? I look at you guys with that knowing look, and I put my hand in my jacket. Like, should I?
In for a penny, in for a pound.
This guy seems like
mean,
he's
We've already flashed the credentials once.
Yeah, he seems like he's
Yeah.
straight up like trying to just do his job. So I would nod like yeah.
I show him my license to be deputized in Night City, and I say, "We're looking for Olivia. We've been tasked for finding her. So if you have any information that could lead us to finding her, it would be very helpful."
Lawman, you had that look on your face. I'm a military man myself. As far as license plate numbers, I can give you the first 3 letters and just the coming up numbers next to it, but I can't for the life of me remember the last number. But I'm assuming as a lawman and a cop yourself, you can get that information pretty easily. So
You assume correctly.
the letters RFD 24.
And you say they
Okay.
went that way into the hot zone?
That is correct.
I'll get on my agent and call my designated line
Mm-hmm.
and say, Officer Nielsen calling for a 925 license plate reading Robert Ferry Dick 24.
And they answered, Roger that. Can you describe the type of vehicle, please?
Black, and then I say make and model.
Okay. Give us one moment and we'll get you that info, all right? And then you just wait for like 2 minutes. And then they come back and say, all right, so the license plate number is RFD 943. It looks like it's owned by a person named Pierce, Piers.
That's the registered owner of the vehicle.
That is correct. That's what's in the system right now.
Is the vehicle reported stolen?
Nope, negative. No criminal activity on this car.
All right, I have reason to believe that the owner of this vehicle is involved with a kidnapping. Can you send me the complete registration, any insurance information, and anything you can send me on this person so we can go and get a warrant to search the premises?
Okay, roger that. So I'll be sending you that information through your agent and you should be getting it shortly.
10-4.
All right. So after a few minutes, you get that information, and to your surprise, there's not much info on this guy. You only get an address, which is located in the north side of Night City. and you get more information about his job and where that job is located and where he's working. So Pierce is working at Petrochem, and he's one of
Mhm.
the top executives in the board. And he's usually traveling to other places in the world, but his office in Night City. And other than that, there's not much info on him. No insurance, no nothing. Just address and workplace.
Well, I'm not gonna get a warrant to search him.
No way.
There's no way they'll give me a warrant for that. So we're just gonna have to find him and
Yeah.
hey,
Are we gonna-
buddy.
Do this the hard way. Yep.
So are you saying what we're gonna scale the hot zone for this car? Is it?
Yeah, it might be tough to find a car.
Maybe I can ask around, see if anyone's seen it. I know a lot of guys.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
Also, I
Go
want to get Jed's
for-
number before we leave in case he's looking for work later.
What a good fixer. Definitely, you would want to know if there's any word on Pierce as well on the streets. If anybody
Yeah.
has any info about, recent stuff that he's done.
Are those two separate roles? Two separate information checks?
So you're looking for information on Pierce and the black car that it was just mentioned, right?
Mm.
Yeah, so you can just roll like before local expert or streetwise and see what you get.
Okie dokie. 1 second.
I'm guessing that it's his car, but he's given it to the gang. It's like it's not. He isn't driving.
Yeah, it's his company assigned car probably, and he's just
Yeah.
like, whatever, use my equipment for my agendas.
Yeah.
27. I know a guy.
Ooh,
Wow, okay, you're on a roll. So
hell yeah. Beginner's luck, I'm telling you, every time.
We need a
uh,
break in this case.
Yeah, no, definitely. So you did get a few views from certain people around the Glen, and they did mention the black car with the license plate numbers, and then you mentioned about the iron sights and Petrochem. Everything lines up, and everybody says that they've been driving back and forth from the old Corp Center, back to the club and back to the offices of Continental Brands. And that little triangle there, there's been like on the same routine for the past probably a few months.
And did they say where the car is now?
So the last time they saw, they mentioned that they did see the car headed towards the Orc Corp Center.
Mhm.
And after the last night that Olivia was missing, they haven't seen it since.
All right,
Okay.
so as far as we know, the vehicle's still there,
Right.
Olivia's still there.
and
Probably.
Olivia's still there, hopefully alive.
So
Who wants to
probably-
pick through a radioactive wasteland?
So does that mean we have to go there? Because I've never been to the hot zone, and I would prefer to never go there. So.
Yeah. Well, we just earned ourselves some hazard pay.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. This is definitely coming out of Continental Brands' pay. Like, they need
Well, think about it this way,
some
Ray.
insurance or something, health insurance.
I'm sure you can write a nice little song about this experience.
Yeah, I hope so. It's been an experience
looks
so
like-
far.
Because you got a line to play at the Emerald at some point. So
Yeah, I guess that's one good thing. It seems like a pretty nice place. So, minus the weird stuff that happens in the private rooms. But
hey, it's just more subtle here than it is elsewhere.
I guess so. Yeah. So, to the hot zone?
Yeah. Well, we'll get in as far as the car will take us, I guess, and then keep our eyes peeled.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
All right, so
gotta
you guys-
be-
Uh-huh.
Well, if they've been holding her there, this is day 2, right? The car hasn't left. So they've got to have some way of dealing with this radiation or whatever while they're there. I don't
Yeah,
know
I'm
how-
sure they have some kind of like lead lined room or something. They have a safe house at the hot zone.
Okay.
Just to give you a little lore on the hot zone. It used to be a corporate center, but a big nuke went off, and then it became like a radioactive wasteland. So reclaimers like the Dreamers, shout out to Phil and his story, they went into that area and they decided, you know what, we're going to call it our home. So it's kind of a sketchy spot, basically. The cops don't really go there unless they have to.
I think
Yeah,
they're
and
gonna
it's
have
not
to.
like it's not like wall to wall radiation. There are like pockets of it.
Yeah.
It's not the safest place, but you're not going to just face melt off.
Right. Yep.
And these iron sites, what do we know about them?
Oh yeah.
Good question.
Do they have any like spots in there that they frequent?
What are these?
So Patch, from your information gathering from the iron sites, you did get a few details here and there about them. And the only info you got from them is that they have been laying low for the past 10 years or so, and there haven't been any criminal activities or anything after what John just said about the nuke in the Corp Center, specifically the Arasaka Tower. But you do know that after they got up and got paid for a contract from Petrochem, they started getting chromed up again. They buy cyberware and all that, and you know that they only work for people that have eddies on them, you know, dollars and money. Anything other than that, you don't know what are
Like a Merc
their-
outfit, right?
Right. So
Yeah,
you
they're
don't know anything about their
heavily in
deals,
bed.
their goals. Right.
Yeah.
But what was their MO before this nuke went off? Like, are they into bombs and tripwires? Do they like close up hand to hand? Are they really into sniper equipment? Any?
So before then, since that was a long time ago, you only get a few hints here and there that people were saying that they're like on the edge of cyber psychosis. They can get a little rowdy, they can get crazy. You know, anything on their disposal they can use into their advantage, whether it's explosives, high caliber rounds, anything really. So
Okay,
Love to
so
fight.
is this the sort of space where we could acquire an EMP?
Oh yeah, I mean, you're first of all, the person that we need to talk to get any of that kind of stuff is you.
I was thinking we should acquire an EMP before going into this highly
Okay.
cybernetic.
As a
driven
fixer,
game.
Good
you have
idea.
access to source any item on 500 eddies and below. So EMP ammo, which can be turned into a grenade, is definitely under 500. You can call a guy, we pay him, get some goods.
Good idea.
We'll pick that up on the way along with takeout. What are we eating?
Yeah.
There's a ramen place
Anything
just
but
next
kibble.
door.
I'm down for ramen.
That does sound pretty
I
good.
only have 20 eddies, so
I see why you're
these guys
taking
can
this
spot
job.
me.
So yeah, Patch, so what are you planning?
EMPs. That was the first thought.
Yeah, EMPs, in case we have to fight some Maelstrom wannabes,
So-
as you said.
So how many are we talking about? Grenades? How many grenades you looking for?
Yeah, what is the, let me see the price here. You could actually buy it from the store in your agent.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep.
Yeah,
What
you
is
go to
wrong with this
inventory,
city?
go to inventory, store,
Everything.
everything. Ammo, EMP grenade, 500 eddies. Oh man, it's
Oh,
expensive.
We like just made
So
it.
that's right on the
we
line.
just
then.
made the requirement for fixer.
Yeah. Anybody have 500 eddies?
I have
Not after my starting cash.
Yeah.
I have exactly 500.
Hold on.
All right. Well, you now have one EMP.
One EMP grenade.
Make it
I
count.
mean, that's if that's what you want to buy. I mean, if you want to buy something else, then by all means. But yeah, you would just need. You
Okay.
only get one
That's-
grenade.
Let's get one EMP grenade. It could come in clutch.
I'm just
Yeah.
thinking if like these guys are all cybered up, that could like
It would.
Yes.
Like-
It could
out.
really. Yeah.
It's
It
a
could
great
really
idea.
sort out.
Yeah, they have to
Single
do a
fight, yeah.
DV15 cyber tech check, and if they fail, two pieces of their equipment, according to the GM, are inoperable for 1 minute,
Nice.
which is a really
That's
long
a long
time.
time. Yeah.
Gonna say, Panther, what could you do with a minute?
With a minute, I can do a lot of funny things.
Okay, well, you're a funny guy, and I'm gonna go ahead and make that purchase.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hand you the EMP. I should
Oh.
not be trusted to throw these things.
We can. We drive to like a shady alleyway and someone just like rushes out with like a bag.
It's the city's equivalent of DoorDash.
Yeah. EMP dash. Yeah.
Yeah, no, so this transaction is pretty seamlessly. I mean, you pretty much call out a spot. Do you guys want to do the trade? And then, yeah, you just get the EMP grenade and you hand over the eddies.
Nice.
Hell yeah. All
Pleasure
right.
doing business with you. I'm
I'll
sure
put
we'll do it again.
I'll put it in my inventory.
Let's go see if we can't find this car.
Yep.
All right, so you guys head over to Old Corp Center.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so enough of jazz for today.
Aw.
Okay. So you guys in the car right now? So okay. So from afar, the Old Corp Center looked peaceful and hollow. No movements or sounds were heard or seen that could disturb its calm state, at least from afar. As you drive closer and closer, the rubble and destroyed buildings looms over, and you look like a darkened cloud ready to burst with lightning as you drive closer to the Old Corp Center, as everything seems, more darker, more muted, and pretty much in a dead state. You were sure that no one was present in this area, Night City. It was radioactive. Why would anyone be here? Like, why would anybody be living in this area, this hot zone? And of course, as you know already from recent news and articles from Ziggurat, there's a rise of scabbers roaming around this area for scraps in exchange for Eurodollars, for eddies. Of course, they didn't care about the radiation poisoning. They'd rather take their chances in there and than in the streets of an old combat zone or the south of Night City. So you drive by and you see the OrgCorp Center right in front of you, and you come to a dead end. You reach the edge of the OrgCorp Center. There's nothing but dirt, debris, and old rubber from the 20s. To continue inside, you had to go on foot inside the wasteland that once was home for mega corporations. So at this point, you're at the edge of the OrgCorp Center. You see in front of you just dust, roadless areas, destroyed buildings, debris, and rubble. Of course, you could attempt to drive through the area, but you might risk damaging the car on the way over there. So,
Okay, so where did their car go?
That's what we want to know.
so the car is not anywhere where you guys are at right now. There's no cars around. There's only damaged cars, abandoned cars in the nearby area. But
Are there
the
people
car
around?
People are not around. You don't see anybody around. Only yourselves and the cars that are abandoned that I mentioned, and any damaged vehicles as well. But the black car that you were looking for is not there.
Does Patch know the Iron Sights turf in the hot zone, where it begins and where it ends?
So from the information that Patch got from the Iron Sights, none of it, no one mentioned about any turfs or areas that Iron Sights will be inside the hot zone, which will be the OrgCorp Center.
And no one goes in here, so it's hard to get rumors out of here.
Right.
What about?
And it's hard to get a vehicle in, so it might not be easy to find a vehicle.
Mm.
Yeah, though we can probably eliminate paths where vehicles just flat out couldn't travel. It was a streetcar, right? Not an off-roading vehicle.
That is correct.
Yeah, so we can at least like narrow it down in terms of how a car could have driven in here. Also, these guys are a gang. Do they have are they tagging the area?
Good call.
Something like that where we could get a sense of at the very least play a game of hot or colder.
Yeah, they would definitely tag their turf, right? But I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe that's not their MO.
So I mean, in this case, inside the OrgCorp Center, you don't see anything that really stands out. But if someone could give me a perception check.
I got
Of
plenty of
course
that.
I can. We can all do that. We all have eyeballs.
13.
13 as well.
20.
Hey.
Nice.
The filmmaker. He has an eye.
13.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
so
looking through,
three-
using the zoom lens, you know.
Okay, so 3 13s and a 20. So, Sunny, so as you're there in the edge of the Corp Center and you guys are nearby the vehicle, from afar into the dusty mist of the Corp Center and what is the wasteland, you see one or two people just scurrying away from you as you guys arrive from where you're at right now.
Mm.
Hey,
The
look there.
locals give you all the information you need.
Think we've been spotted.
I'll pull out my pistol and the EMP grenade in the other hand.
Perfect.
Follow the rats, find the nest, right?
Yep.
You know how to yeah. Have we been in a shootout before, the four of us, do you think?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep.
I noticed stand behind Panther, not in front of.
Yes.
Yeah. So what I'm just wondering, like, are you handle yourself, Ray? You good with a gun?
I'm decent. I'm as good as I need to be, I suppose.
Okay, cool. But you're not like helpless. You can't shoot.
I can shoot, yes.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. Okay, well I guess let's go get in trouble.
Yeah.
The people scurrying away from us, did they go in the same direction or were they just scattering?
So there are only two people that were scurrying away. One went one direction and the other went to the opposite direction.
Okay, so it seems like something's going to go down and we're the center of that something, and these people are trying to get away for their own safety. That's what it feels
one
like.
read, yeah. Okay, so I thought they were scouts and
and
they
like they
were
saw
running
us. That's what I
Yeah, and
gathered too.
yeah.
Regardless, we should try to follow him, I guess.
Yeah,
It's
I
the
say
only-
we stay close.
Yeah.
Stay away from windows.
Yeah.
Stay away from any, yeah, basically what Phil's doing.
Yep. Pull out my handgun as well.
I do too, but I think I stick myself right at the center of the group because I am looking at my stats. Definitely a lover, not a fighter.
Same. So maybe we'll stay in the
Yeah.
I'll
middle.
do some-
Oh, we have the
yeah.
combat-oriented character with us.
I'll do some unnecessary somersaults too on the ground for no reason.
Oh my God. Not very
Awesome.
discreet.
Okay, so you guys head inside the Corp Center, or what it is, the radioactive wasteland. And as you carefully step your, way inside the wasteland, you see these scurrying people that you just saw earlier. And you see them hiding behind debris or rubble. And they just peek out and then peek back into cover. And then as you walk by, you see 1, 2, 3 more of them just hiding behind, broken down buildings, debris, and so forth, and
Are
so
they
forth.
armed?
From what you can notice, they are not carrying any weapons or any.
Not any big ones, at least.
Right, so they're not carrying any pistols or assault rifles or anything like that. So they
I
just.
Chrome, they got.
Yeah. Did I
No.
look?
I would say Ray, go see if these are fans.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say, do my little charismatic impact as I.
Just looking fabulous in the hot zone.
Yeah, I know this.
I'm
is
on
not,
tour.
This is not her normal MO, but she will do her best to kind of walk up and say, "Hey, we're not here to fight. Anybody there?" And she just kind of like, she looks dressed nice still, so she clearly has the appearance of somebody important.
Mm-hmm.
And she just kind of struts up.
Remind me, does charismatic impact has like a specific skill that you can roll to, or
Yeah,
is it
you just roll 1d10 plus your charismatic impact, and then there's a chart in the book that depending how many people are there?
So right now there's like around 5 in total
Okay.
around the area nearby.
144, 5. You're at a 4. Okay, so for a small group of fans, up to 6 fans, you need to do a DV10
Mm-hmm.
so you convince them to hang out with you, provide booze, drugs, or other
Right.
party favors. You know, basically to chum up with you.
Yeah.
And the GM determines whether someone you meet is already a fan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
So-
make someone into a fan if they're not already using charismatic impact, but it's up to the GM whether any given person is a fan of yours.
Do we is there a place on the companion app to roll for that?
Oh, maybe not.
yeah. Go to the combat tab, and at the bottom right there's like a die,
Ah, yes. Got it.
Oh yeah.
and there's a D10 right there.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
and then just add 4 to it.
So I rolled a 6 on the die.
So,
So-
4 is a 10.
So 10.
Yeah.
Actually, well, I didn't call it beforehand. I was gonna use some luck. It's all right. We'll have another situation where I need to use it. So I'll.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fine. You got 10. So the group that's nearby you right now, as you get closer and you get a better look at them, you try to approach them with not, so threatening look or anything that might think that you're hurting them or anything.
Yeah.
So they scurry back a little bit back further, but they stop and they just look at you. They don't seem like they're attracted to you, or they seem to recognize you.
She pulls out a
I bet they haven't seen a vid screen in years.
Yeah,
These guys.
she pulls out a flask in her. She has like her chrome bag. It's like a big silver like purse that she carries with her with a bunch of random stuff. And so she like shuffles through and pulls out this flask, a big flask, and she's like, "I got booze. Do you want some?" And like I try.
So, so yeah, no. Once you wave that around, one older man comes towards you, and he just walks up to you, no worry at all, and he just extends his arm to take it, if you let him.
She'll like extend. She'll be like, do you mind just like we could share this and you can tell us a little bit about who you are?" And like she'll like take a sip and hand it to him.
Okay.
Very
so
friendly.
once you hand it over to him, he's going to chug it, and he's gonna empty it out, and he's gonna give you the empty flask back.
Not
And
cool,
he's gonna-
man.
And he's gonna wipe his mouth from all the booze, and he's
Might
gonna
want to clean
say,
that before you use it again.
Yeah.
Just like
and he's gonna say in a low voice, just towards you, Ray, and he's gonna say, "Some dangerous-looking folks were walking these parts just a few days ago. If you're looking for them, they're hiding with Psycho Jack's camp. Be careful, though. They're carrying loads of chrome."
okay.
And then they're just gonna walk back to their hiding spots until you
Where's
can't see
Psycho
them.
Jack's
I was
camp?
gonna say, can you like point? I hold up my hands like, which direction? Can you just give us a?
And do they call him Psycho Jack because of his temper, or
Oh no.
So he's gonna, as he walks back, he's gonna look at you, and you scream at him like, "Hey, what?" He's gonna point towards the north, and that's it. He's not gonna say anything else.
Okay. Well, I turn back to the group. We have a lead, sort of.
better than nothing?
Yeah. Do we just head north?
Okay, yeah, we'll keep our eyes peeled. Let's see if we can get the drop on them, or at least just scout out what the hell is happening, and maybe you could call in the law.
Calling some backup.
Hopefully they'll answer the call.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
Fingers crossed.
Camp the name like Psycho Jack.
Yeah.
Maybe we keep our ears out, and we might hear him before we see him.
That's true.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's
Sounds
true.
like it's Psycho Jack, but the beginning of his name is Cyber Psycho Jack.
Yeah.
Well,
So if there's
I
a
have
Cyber Psycho,
I have a whole +6 on stealth, so I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna sneak into the camp. So can we look for a vantage point over this camp? I guess.
yeah, let's get high ground.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna change over here so you guys can see.
Nice.
Ooh.
Let's see. Oh, okay, we're
All
down
the way
there.
down. Yeah, I see.
Oh, we're down there.
Let me bring you guys up here so you can know where you guys are at. Okay, so where is the other one?
Do you have anything long range, by the way? Because I think we're all sporting handguns except for you, Panther.
Handguns and shotgun. I like to get close.
You don't have any ARs or anything? Oh,
I like to
great.
get close.
We're all in the handgun mode. Oh my god, this is such a social party.
Yup.
Like, we've done so well up to here.
Yup.
Like we've
Yeah.
gotten all the info
Look,
using
I'm
our,
sure Psycho Jack will
primo
just talk
social
to
skills.
us, and
I'm sure,
it'll
yeah.
be fine. We'll just have a nice conversation.
Yeah.
Maybe
We're
he's
from
a fan.
Petrochem.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Exactly.
You do a concert.
The
You do an
power of
impromptu
music
concert.
brings everybody
Yeah.
together. Okay.
Okay. So you guys are here pretty much at the entrance of what is the camp, basically, from what you can see from the lights and sort of. So let me just bring up what I have here. Okay, so basically just gonna give you an overall look and what you see and the feel for it. So from afar, within the dusty mist, you see spots of light, and as you get closer, you see dimly lit camp surrounded by ruins of destroyed buildings and large pieces of debris. You do not see or hear anyone nearby. You only hear the whistling wind alongside the rustling of dust balls in front of you. So before anybody starts moving,
Oops.
I need who's taking point at this moment.
Panther.
Panther's on the prowl. Definitely me.
Okay, so Panther, I need you to roll a perception check.
Gladly. 16.
16. Okay, so Panther, so as you walk towards the camp and have your party right behind you, you see one old rusty bear trap right in front of you, right here.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it's covered in dust and other crap that you can't really tell since it's all covered up.
I immediately stop. I put my hand up in a fist like this,
Mhm.
and I tell everyone, they got this whole place booby trapped. Watch your feet. Look for lines, fishing line,
Oh,
anything that
great.
could set off anything.
Just great.
So
Should we
if
all
you
roll
want, you could start moving your characters just square by square, and then we'll go from there.
Look out for mimics, guys.
Yeah.
So right here was where he said, right? So we're just
Yeah.
gonna go. I'm gonna go around it, basically right there.
Should we just?
Is any of this cover, by the way? Should we
This-
get in trouble?
These
Yeah.
are pretty much just wired lines that have bulbs in them that light up the area. They're not
Yeah.
cover or anything.
Is this like a rusted out car? Could I get behind this if I needed to?
Yeah, you could.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
that's-
scuttle. I might scuttle over in that direction to get a closer look.
Yeah, I would definitely follow and go like right behind this car.
Okay.
Obviously, we're looking everywhere in front of us. We don't want to set off any explosives or anything.
I
I
have
walk-
binoculars. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Ooh,
I was
nice.
say I just walk in Panther's footsteps.
Yeah, same. I just follow
That's
them.
also good.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to look with my binoculars, see if I could look ahead a little bit and maybe spot anything.
Yes. So let me show you.
Sneaky breaky like.
A little bit more.
Okay, so still nobody. We'd probably want to keep to the left over here
Yeah.
as we move in.
Let's get up behind this thing, yeah.
Yeah. So up to
You go
here,
first.
GM. Do you
Okay.
need us to roll anything from our position to go there?
Okay, so you guys are traveling, like over here.
Yeah, or through this rubble, using it as concealment
Okay.
and trying to get
so,
over here.
Yeah. Once you're here, roll me a perception check.
Okay. I'm taking point. So 14.
Yep. So you find another bear trap right here.
Oof.
Same
Good
deal,
spotting
covered
there.
up in dust, grime, that sort of thing.
Can't get anything past the panther. And then from there, yeah, we'll just straight shot to this thing. Straight ahead right here, what am I seeing? Nothing?
Yeah, that's pretty much like a wall. It's, I would say, like 8 feet tall.
Jesus.
Obviously it's uneven, so it's not really straight, but you can't really see anything behind it.
All right, I'm gonna look and say, all right, we're gonna do a cover in advance. I'm gonna run up over here behind that cover. While I'm running, I want you guys to watch my back, and then when I get there, I'll turn around and I'll watch your back.
Oh, okay.
You got this.
Okay. That's a lot of running. Okay.
And I just go. All right, so up to this point to here, do you need me to roll anything?
Let me see where you're at.
He's
Okay,
running
no.
across this.
I'm
he's,
just
like,
going.
running
I'm
across
sprinting.
here. Like,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
just-
no, you're good. You're good at that point.
Okay, so I'll just get behind this cover and looking forward behind me, making sure I'm
Yeah.
covering them as they come and basically follow my advance.
Okay, so let me just show you what you see here.
Ooh.
Okay, radio tower.
Okay.
Cozy.
Wonder if they're
Yeah.
underground somewhere.
I'm assuming you're using binoculars, right?
Yeah, for sure. I'm using binoculars. I'm looking ahead, and I'm actually giving them a forwarding position to go to. So if I'm not seeing
guess-
anybody, I would tell them to go here.
Okay.
So I'm
Okay.
guessing this whole thing is enclosed, right? That's why we can't see into it. These two shapes.
Yeah, he said they're like walls,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you did get a glimpse here, but not too much. Let's see. Over here too. And that's pretty much it, unless you want to move forward again.
Yeah, so I would instruct them to go to this forward position while I watch their back.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'll spider forwards. Yeah. Keep looking around. Keep seeing. Looking for signs of people, movement, sounds, anything.
Yeah,
Bear
do they see
traps.
anything from there?
Okay, so from there, you hear people chattering.
Mm.
It's very muffled. You can't understand what they're saying, but you hear like more than 2 people talking.
Panther, I got people. What do you say? What is it? You say contacts.
And I'll.
Am I doing that right?
You want us to do a perception check about conversation?
Yeah. Well, let's all listen out really hard so we can pick up what they're saying. Or
Um,
Oh,
is it too far?
You could attempt from that point, but it's gonna be really hard to listen.
yeah, I rolled an
Yeah.
11, so.
I got an
Yeah,
8.
I
So
rolled a
no,
9.
yeah, I fumbled.
Nothing.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
you
Well,
would have
then I'm
to-
gonna propose that we take a sneaky approach to stealthily move forward.
Okay.
Have you got good stealth?
I think I did put a lot in stealth. Let me see here.
I got 6. So
I got plus
I'm-
12.
Yeah, you go first.
All right, so I'm gonna stealth and move forward, trying to conceal myself and try to get as much information as I can. And I have my
Okay.
agent handy to send any text messages.
Okay, got it.
All right,
Cool.
rolling stealth, 18.
Woo.
Okay. Where you headed?
I want to go as far forward as I can without revealing myself.
Okay, so if you're planning to stay there, then you're good. So as you sneak by, the damaged walls, the abandoned tents, you do notice that everything around you seems odd. Even though this is a camp in a radioactive wasteland, but you do notice some things like bedrolls being thrown, clothes being thrown, tents are abandoned and left open. Everything seems like everyone's on a hurry to leave. That's what it seems as you walk by through this camp. And when you're in that position right now, you do hear a little more clearly on who's talking and what they're saying. So at this point, you don't have to roll perception. You can listen to one person that's a man and another person that's also a man, but seems to have a frightening tone in his voice.
Okay.
And the other guy is just saying, when do you think these guys are coming up? I mean, I've been waiting for hours. Huh? Oslin, what do you think? When are your friends coming up? Why don't you call them up and bring them over here? That's what you listen.
I sent a message saying, I heard Oslin. He's here. They're waiting for somebody. If we're going to act, it has to be now before reinforcements come.
Oh, shit.
Do I have eyes on them or I'm just hearing them?
You're just hearing them, but if you move around here,
Mm-hmm.
you can get a better view. So if you plan on being there, you should be fine. But as you peek over to the wall, you see. Let me show you what you see.
So yeah, I just want to go as far as my stealth will take me. So if I
Okay.
can
So,
go there and still be okay, then yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah. So you should be fine there. So this is what you see.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Is that her?
I'm gonna instruct the rest of the crew to come up behind me. Without
Well, you
without
better-
making any noise. I think
Cool. You better be ready then.
Yeah, could they come up to here without being heard, you think? Or would they need to roll stealth?
They will need to roll stealth.
So how
This
far
is-
can they go without rolling a stealth, you think?
So they could go up to. Let's see. They could go up to.
Maybe the root or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they could go. Yeah, I mean they could go right up here, around the campfire.
Okay, so that's where I'll tell them to go because I just want them to be as close as possible. So when if and when we initiate combat, they're close enough.
Do you guys think it would make sense to sabotage this here radio tower?
Ooh.
I have no idea if they're the radio
if it's
tower
using
or something.
it, yeah.
Yeah, or if it's
Yeah.
just abandoned or
Right. Does it
Yeah.
look like it's on and active, the radio tower?
They're flashing
It's
LEDs.
completely covered in dust, and
Mhm.
some parts are rusty and old.
Okay.
You can't really tell if it's powered on or not, but it seems very old and abandoned.
Okay.
Never mind then.
Okay, well, I guess we got the drop on them, right? We should act.
Yeah,
Strike while the
so-
iron's hot.
I'll be holding the EMP up and looking at everybody and pointing at it and shrugging my shoulders like
Should we try to negotiate? Do they seem like the people who would want to negotiate? Do we have any negotiating power?
maybe negotiate once they're beaten up and disabled.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Aggressive
Yes,
negotiations.
I
Yeah,
guess that's
soften them up a little.
I guess that's yeah.
Negotiation in the hot zones. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is negotiation, is what he's saying.
That's right. That's right.
all right.
You said this other guy's talking to cybered it out to the nines, right?
Okay, so this guy in front of this guy, which okay, let me just give you a good rundown on how they look like. So this guy right here, he's wearing a black blazer, open collar white button shirt, dark jeans, and medium length hair with round glasses.
Awesome.
He seems to not be wearing any cyberware or anything at all in that sort, but the person in front of him seems to be decked out with cyberware, cyber arms on both arms, cyber legs, EMP threading on his neck and towards his chest.
Does he have the mohawk?
And what?
Does he have that mohawk?
And he does have that mohawk.
Oh,
We
there's
found
our
our-
guy.
We
It is a
found our guy.
terrible mohawk. Like it is
Yeah.
the shit.
Yes.
Well, I vote
Basically,
you
yeah.
drop that EMP at that douche's feet.
Or
Yeah, get 2 for 1.
do we want to wait in case backup comes as like a last resort? We could just use it now. We could just use it
It's
now.
up, it's up to the guy with the grenade.
But
I'd say it's your
just
final
in
call.
case, and more of these
Like all these,
Yeah.
all these chromas come
Yeah,
pouring
exactly.
out. Yeah,
The-
Yeah.
I think our priority shouldn't even be to fight. It should just be to get Olivia and get out.
Okay.
Right.
So if we could disable them, put them out of action, get her out of there, then figure
Well,
out
that's payday, right?
Yeah.
exactly.
This third orange token is that
Olivia.
Yeah, so I forgot to mention. So that is a woman tied into a chair. Her arms and legs are bound with tight wraps, and you can't really see her face, but her hair and her clothing does describe that that's Olivia Forsyth from Continental Brands.
Mm-hmm.
She
I say
seems
fast
out of
and
it.
dirty. Let's. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here comes my athletics.
Alrighty.
I have no more luck. I have a
Dex
plus
athletics.
10.
Yeah.
All right, I have a plus 10. All right, so here we go.
Mm.
All right,
What's
rolling.
the range? Is this map ranged?
Yeah, it should be. So 6 meters. I don't have the thing on me. Here.
It's in the app. Oh, not
that-
for grenades. If you have the grenade, it should be on there. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to know what number I have to beat. I have my DM screen right here.
Convenient.
Grenade launcher, 6 meters, so I need to get a 16.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Athletics. A 16.
Oh my god.
Oh.
oh
Ooh,
Okay.
I throw a grenade right at this guy's feet, trying to make sure I don't get Olivia
Mm.
because I don't need her to be disabled in any way.
Mhm. So that's that's like a 10 feet range.
Yeah,
right?
it's 10 by 10. That's what the
10 by 10. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
I guess I would get her anyway. So yeah, I want to throw it in a place where she wouldn't get hit. So maybe over here. Which means
Yeah, so I guess you could do. Yeah. You can get them right at the edge of the radius.
you know what? It's an EMP grenade. It's not gonna hurt her. It's fine.
Yeah. We might
We'll-
just be
we'll
picking
carry
her. up
her.
Anyway.
Let-
So-
Yeah.
Set it off.
So right before you throw the grenade panther, you do hear the man behind, which is Oslan. He say, "Wait, I think I hear someone," and then you throw the Imperial grenade, and then at that moment, everyone else, Ray, Sunny, and Patch hear an explosion and static electricity just going blown off beyond the walls that are in front of you, and you hear two people screaming in pain and just shouting just out of sheer shock and fear, and they're just like, what the hell? And two of them go down, and the one in front of this one
Mm-hmm.
goes to the floor, and has you see Panther that both his left cyber arm and left cyber leg are twitching in erratic movement. And the other two seem to be moving freely, but those two in specific seems to be short-circuited and be affected by the Impia grenade.
So I'll
Awesome.
also use my move action after the explosion to just charge their position and get right in their face.
Cool.
Okay. So
Yeah.
at this moment, let's roll for
Yeah.
Initiative time.
All right.
Alrighty.
Oh no.
Oh,
I
that's
rolled
bad.
I got a 1.
Oh no, I got a
Yeah.
9.
I
I got a
rolled.
19.
Oh, I rolled an 8.
Whoa!
Hell yeah. How do you do ruler on roll 20 again?
It is the 4th icon on the left.
Okay. Got it.
okay.
So my
I-
chair gives me a move of 5.
So how about
Squares.
thanks for letting me know, Tracy.
Oh yeah.
How about we take a quick break before we do this combat session,
Bathroom break.
Cool.
and we could jump right into the combat.
All right, we'll be
Okay.
we'll be right back, everybody. 5-minute break, and we'll be back.
Perfect.
And we are back.
Okay. Awesome. So let me put the music back. All right. So we were at initiative, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I rolled a 1.
Yes. What did I roll?
I rolled a whopping 1.
I got a 9.
Okay.
You got a surprise round. You're all right.
Yeah.
I got a 19.
Oh yeah, I rolled an 8.
That's 19 is it's awesome.
All right. Give me a sec. Okay. So who got the highest?
I think Patch did.
I think Patch, yeah.
Yeah.
Patch. Okay. So who got anything less than 10?
I got 9.
8.
I got 1. I know. I rolled a 1 and it was bad.
Feels bad.
Feels bad.
Okay. I'm kind
You
of
run over to them and you're like,
Ha!
I know you're the first one there, and you're at the very bottom of the initiative.
Your mother's a hamster.
oh, the smell of elderberries. What I used to do with 2020, because it's so the combat can like put you down in like one turn if you fail your stun roll. I used to make people reverse declare and then happen simultaneously. It's complicated, but it helps. So like you would be, in this case, John would declare first, but then he would act last.
Got it.
Okay, so I got everyone's initiative. All right, so first one, Patch.
Okay. So I have a question, mechanics question. If I were to say shoot and miss, is there a risk that I'll hit my teammates?
There is
No.
a chance. That
Oh, yeah.
should-
That's right.
There is a chance you could hit them. Yep.
Okay, so I'm wondering then if it would make more sense for me to run in and try and grab the hostage here, so we can start hauling her out of here. Because we don't need to kill these people; we just need to get out alive, right? With the hostage.
Yeah.
That's thinking like a
pragmatic.
cyberpunk.
All right. I've got a move of 7. It says. So
Yeah, so
how-
7 squares basically.
Yep.
14 meters or 7 squares.
2, 3.
Or if you forego your shot, you can sprint double.
That's right. And then on your next turn, yeah.
All right. I think I should maybe sprint then. Get in, get out.
Yeah, get
Alright.
right up to her. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see.
The
1,
blitz
2,
method.
3, 4, 5. Can I cross this tent, or do I have to go around it?
You mean this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go through it.
All right, cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can you move diagonal in this system?
Oh, I don't know. I
Uh,
believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, I
14
think it
squares
reads-
gets me next to her.
Yeah, right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I read in the rules that diagonals are count as one move. So
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
You can sometimes house rule it as like every second diagonal is double.
Mhm.
That sometimes helps.
oh yeah, like D&D. Yeah.
All right.
Like
so I
D&D, yeah.
want to run up to her, and I've just done 2 rounds of 7. That's 14, puts me right there. Is that my sprint action? And then I can grab her?
Oh, yeah.
That'll be
It's-
your action and your move action.
Cool.
Yeah. So
All
you'd be
right.
done right there.
Cool. Well, I hang out behind Patch. Or not behind Patch, behind Panther. And I'm going to, as soon as possible, reach out and grab our hostage so we can get out of here.
Okay,
Love that
perfect.
the explosion goes off and then you like, your trench coat
Yeah.
billows out
Yeah.
behind you as you burst through the tent.
I like that.
Yeah, no. So you see, next to Panther, these guys are prone right now. So, for you to get up, you will need to use your move action, I believe, right?
Yeah, to get up, it's a whole action.
Yep. Just a fair warning in case you do fall down. So okay, so Sunny, you're up.
Great. Well, I have a move of 5 in my chair. Luckily, this thing is shielded. So that is 5 squares. So I'm just going to push ahead into the tent. Yep, it's 5 squares.
Mhm.
And then 8 meters. Great. So that puts me in the 7 to 12 band, so 15 to beat. I'm just gonna open fire at the closest guy with my pistol. So with that explosion, we all kind of burst into movement at once. And Patch is just like taking off. But I'm gonna draw I've got the pistol in hand, and as I come through the tent and the flaps kind of burst open as behind Patch, I'm going to take aim at the guy who's, glitching out and falling to the ground, and take 2 heavy pistol shots at him. So first shot is a 22 to hit. It was a crit. Got a 10, then a 3.
That's a hit.
So that does 11 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
And then second shot, 17.
Ooh.
Yep.
Also going to be a hit. Rolled a 10 and an 8. And then damage for that shot is, not only is it a 14, it is a 6, and a 2.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Critical injury.
Oh
got
my
critical injury
gosh.
too.
All right.
Let's see. How are we going to roll on this thing?
So I got
Okay.
a 7 and a 2. So 7, 8, 9 on that one.
Okay. So let me.
I have the book here. So if you want to roll 2d6
Yeah, I got
Oh.
9. Oh,
Yeah,
2d6,
you got 9.
isn't it? Yeah, my bad.
for the critical injury.
Right.
2d6, 11.
Okay. Crushed fingers.
Okay,
Minus
so
4
as
to all actions involving that hand.
as he's going down prone, the first one hits him center mass, and as his hand kind of flies up, glitching out, it just erases his fingers basically.
Mm.
Yeah. So basically, you shot the fingers that were not short circuited.
Oh, okay,
So-
cool. Yeah, even better.
So pretty much as he's siegeing on the floor and trying to get his grasp onto what's going on, you just hear a loud shot. Everyone else around Sonny from his handgun, and you hear a loud explosion, and just splinters of metal and chrome just scatters around near Panther and Patch. And you see 3 of his fingers just crushed from the bullets that he just shot, and you just see his index finger and his thumb just moving as freely as possible and try to get a grasp of his stance.
Yeah,
And,
I get a zoomed in shot of that, and then my camera turns around and faces me, and I'm just like,
Perfect. So that's your turn, right?
mm-hmm.
Okay. So this guy here, he's going to attempt to get up, but since his left leg and his left arm, it's short circuited from the MP, he's gonna just try to skip on one leg where he's at, but he's not gonna able to move as he's trying to get his balance away his round. So but Sonny, roll me a human perception while you're there.
As I look at him crawling away. Yeah. She gets a 17.
Okay, so this guy Oslin only skips one space over here, and you notice as he's trying to move towards you, he doesn't seem to be threatening in any way. If not, he was already scared before any of this happened.
And now he's
he
been
seem-
shot twice.
So he seems to be escaping even before you guys appeared. So
Right.
that's the sense that you're getting from his
Not a threat.
actions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so now. Okay, let me check. This guy's out. Da-da-da. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
1,
Oh.
Uh-oh.
2,
Uh-oh.
4,
Back up.
Yeah.
5.
It's all right. We have a plan. Stick to the plan.
Get
Get
her and
go.
get out of here.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Rude.
Okay, so this guy right here. So all of them that just appeared, they look similar to Oslin. So Sonny, you did get a good look at him. Also Panther, as you got closer to them. All of them bear a tattoo that bears an iron sight on their neck with a star above it.
Okay.
So that's how you distinguish iron
iron
sight
sights.
gangers.
Mhm.
Okay, so this guy is gonna be shooting Patch,
Oh no.
so he's relatively close. So what was it? 6 meters. Okay, so and you see he has a heavy pistol drawn. Okay,
Pow,
so we
pow.
get a 28,
Oof, that's a hit.
and okay, so he rolled 16 points of damage.
Oof.
So
Ow.
So am I
So-
dead?
No,
No,
so
You should have some armor, right?
I
Tell me you
have-
bought armor.
I took whatever the template told me to take.
Probably
Oh, no.
armor jack 11, right?
is it 11?
11, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then you took 5 points of damage, and now your armor jack is down 1 point. It's a bladed 1 point, so now it's a 10.
Okay, so
in the app, it should let you lower it. So
Yeah.
so that's the body, you said?
Yeah, it's your body armor.
Now
Yeah,
it's a 10,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then I lost how many points of health, you said?
5.
5.
So top right corner where the heart
Yeah.
is.
so
Yeah,
I'm
right
down
there.
to 30 health now.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, if you go down to half health, you'll take -2s to everything.
Ugh. All right.
okay,
But he's got another shot as well.
I
'Cause he's
I
got a
flinch
bullet.
then as I take a bullet.
Yeah, here comes another shot.
oh no, he has a very heavy pistol. So
Oh, it's
Very
much
heavy.
so.
Oh, okay. Hence the 16 damage. Yeah. Ouch.
Yeah, I was
Right.
like, damn, that's a good roll.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this guy just appeared is gonna be shooting at Panther.
How dare
So-
you?
Have you got? What's your reflexes, Pants?
Oh, I do have an 8. I could dodge.
Yeah, you got good evasion. Dodge those bullets, man.
Yeah,
So-
I'll say that I'm gonna dodge.
Okay, perfect. So with a 19 to attack.
Come on.
Okay,
Come on.
I rolled a 17. It hits.
Hmm. Okay, so roll for damage. Okay, this time it's only 7 points of damage as he whips out his very heavy pistol and shoots Panther, and simultaneously attacking Patch as well.
Yeah, missed. Or it doesn't go through the armor.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And then lastly to Ray, this guy
Yep.
over here will
Uh-oh.
also
Oh,
be
I didn't even see that guy.
Not our talent.
Mm-hmm.
will be also attacking.
I think you're
with
up
a
next,
very-
though, Ranks. So.
I
Not
am.
the face.
Yeah. I know, right? No cold shots, please, on the face.
Okay, so with a 14 to hit,
From that range, yeah.
that hits. So
Yep.
now for damage, for a total of 15 points of damage.
Oh,
Ouch. So I take one from the armor jack, and then how much?
4.
It's 4.
You'll take 4
okay.
to your hit points.
Okay. Okay. Ow.
Okay, now Panther, the guy in front of you that's prone, he gets up and he's going to move over here.
Oh, you know what? It's up to you. You're the GM, but it says here when you are prone, you can't use your move action until you use the get up action.
Gotcha.
And then it says
okay.
the get up, stand after being prone. While prone, until you use this action, you cannot use a move action. Oh, so you can move.
Yeah, so you use your
Yeah, yeah.
action for standing up and then
Yeah, you-
move to move. Yeah.
That's right. And then that's it.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
Coward.
He's running.
Real coward.
It's Mr. Mohawk.
Let me just reel this area so you guys can see. All right. And okay, so that's their turn. So now Ray.
Ray is, oh my gosh. She's gonna, she just got shot by this guy. She was gonna try to talk to but you know what? Honestly, like at first, so I feel like he walks up and she's like, "Oh, hey," and she's like ready to like do her thing. He ignores and shoots her, and she's like, "You know what? Screw this!" And she just pulls out her. So actually, I have a very heavy pistol, so I only get one. So she'll try to attack. She'll shoot him.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Oh, I rolled an 18.
Nice.
Yep.
All right, and damage
46s.
15.
Woo!
Nice.
Nice.
Any
Right
double
back
sixes
at-
in there?
Nope, just one.
Nope. Look out for those
Okay.
double sixes.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
call. Good call.
Yeah.
16. Okay.
You can
Okay,
also
so
move, so you might try to find some cover or something.
Yes, I think I'm gonna take a couple of steps back and head behind this wall here, and yell out to Sunny. There's another one back here.
Okay, so Ray, as you whip out your pistol and you shoot at the guy right in front of you that you just got shot, the shot that you just did a major damage on him, and you see almost the gaping hole that you left him on his left shoulder, and he just tumbles down almost, but he doesn't let down. But
I got him. Don't worry about it,
he's
Sunny.
bleeding.
I took care of him.
So I got it all on film. Don't worry.
So as you walk behind the cover, you see him is bleeding profusely, and there's just like a puddle of blood beneath him.
These guys got crap armor. Good for us.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's your turn, right? Ray?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, so Panther.
All right. Panther didn't like that his buddy Patch just got shot. So he's going to jump over Patch's square, end up in front of this guy here, and he's going to grab him and use him as a human shield.
Oh.
So it's my brawling versus their brawling. If
Yep.
I win the grapple, they're my human shield.
Okay, so let me
All
work
right.
it out.
And I rolled a 17.
Yep, you got it.
All right. So with my one hand, I have my very heavy pistol, and with my other hand, I expertly grab this guy and choke him, put the gun to his head, and now I'm using him as a human shield.
King of the jungle.
Perfect.
That's right. And I can complete my move, so I have a move of 7. So I went 1, 2, 3. I have him now. I can take him 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could bring him. I want to bring him. Actually, I'll put him right here in front of me, like that. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that's my turn.
Awesome. So Patch.
Can I grab Madam Corporate? What's the method of doing that? Because I want to grab her and then I want to flee the.
Yeah. So I'm assuming I didn't remember checking. I'm assuming you have like a knife or something sharp or anything that you could break the plastic tight ropes.
I have a light melee weapon, so maybe that's a knife or something.
Let's say it's a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
wakizashi.
yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
that's a short blade. Yeah,
that's a short blade.
It's a short.
Yeah, it's about yay
katana
large.
is the full. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
wakizashi. Like,
Okay, perfect. So yeah,
Perfect.
you can rip open the plastic tie wraps and the plastic tape that's around her. You can easily free her from the chair. She seems out of it. She doesn't seem like 100% herself. She seems like a little dozy off, probably drugged, so she can't really walk on her own.
that's okay. I'll help her. So I
Okay.
want to like grab her, and does that slow my move at all?
So you took an action to free her from the chair.
Mhm.
You could carry her on this turn, and then you can move. Yeah, you could move your whole movement with her. So
So if I go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like if I like set up here, for example, behind Panther
Yep.
or by Panther, I suppose, and then I'll have, yeah, there we go.
Okay, perfect. All right. So
I've got the
now,
target. Let's extricate.
Yeah, let's
so
get out of
Sunny.
here.
Okay, so we've got her. She started moving. This guy is crawling. He's screwed up. This guy's bleeding pretty profusely. You're dragging this guy. So this is the main threat right here.
Yeah.
So he's 6, so it's still within that pretty short range. I'm going to take both shots at this guy before kind of backing off with the rest of the team. So with a maniacal laugh, let's go heavy pistol 12. I think that's a miss
12.
at that range. What's yeah, it's 15 at that range. Yeah, if I was closer. No, it still wouldn't. Yeah, it's like at least a 13. So the first shot's a miss. And then I'm going to add luck. How much do I have left? 4. So I'll add 2 more luck. And roll. Combat. And oh, so I got 13 plus the 2 extra, so 15.
Okay. Yeah, in this case, you got it.
Oh, just on that one shot. Cool. Let's hope the damage roll is good. 13. Yeah, 13.
All right.
So first one goes wide as he comes charging out, and the second one I catch him with.
Yeah. Okay, let me just right over here. Okay. So yeah, the first shot, it goes wide, right past to his left, and just hits the wall behind him where the other guy was walking behind. But the second shot, you got him right on the abdomen, and you see, this blood spurting out as you shot him, and he kind of
Nice.
stops for a second, but then he try to find you where you went, and you just hear the tapping of your cyber just going away, like, and they just try
I'm
to
gonna
find
just-
you.
Burst through the side of that tent and position myself sort of behind Panther, so we're in like a little line of battle.
Okay.
God, I hope
nice.
they don't have grenades.
Why would you say that?
Okey-dokey.
Come on.
I know.
Oh
Whoops.
no!
It's the GM in me. It's the GM in me.
No.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so the guy that's limping and has his cyberware messed up, he's gonna go the other way, limping,
Way.
It's
probably
not your fight, man.
just here. And then this guy is gonna move over here, and he's gonna point at you guys, but he's a little bit hesitant to shoot since Panther has one of his buddies there. And of course, Patch, as you know from your information that you gathered, Iron Sights are not like other gangs that don't really care about their associates or other gang members. In this case, Iron Sights are pretty small and close together, so any members that they lose is gonna be really bad for them. So they're gonna try to attempt to save as many as they can and try to avoid any damage, or try to kill them off if they if they can. So
Maybe we can
Ooh.
convince them to just let this one go.
Yeah, standoff. Yeah.
They're in a bad position. We're in a good position. The guy that hired them has ran away. So we'll just, call it a mulligan.
We'll take ours, you
Um,
take yours.
Yeah.
So the guy that's near Ray tends to focus his direction towards you guys, though. So now he has a
Oh.
shot to Sunny, Panther, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So
Yep.
So now this guy's not gonna attempt to attack, but this guy's gonna attempt to attack to Sunny. So Sunny, let's see. Whoop. Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
Uh-oh.
Okay, right there. So 3,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
and then all right.
He has
let's
already
see.
been shot, so maybe he's not.
Yeah, Might have a
Yeah.
penalty.
All right, let's see.
It's all right. I've got full health. I'm all right. I can take
Yeah.
a couple of bullets.
Okay, so 11, I believe it misses.
Yeah, 13's the
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's at point blank, 0 to 7.
So that's his only shot. He tried to shoot Sunny, but it goes way off above him into the sky. Does not hit anybody. And at this point, he's just stationed there, not able to move. And then this guy over here peeks out again and shoots, surprisingly, to Oslin.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Interesting.
So
witnesses.
as he's limping towards away from the situation, as you guys already may have deduced, Pierce shoots at Oslin, and he goes down with one shot, and he's prone here, and does not seem to move after that one shot with his assault rifle.
Whoops.
So he's gonna keep moving over here, and they're gonna take cover behind these sandbags, and that's gonna be their turn. So Ray,
All
what
right.
do you like to do?
Convince him, man. Convince him.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna do exactly that. I'm gonna move out here, and I kind of see this like this all the guys around us, and I'm gonna look to them and just yell, "Listen, we got what we needed, and we can just leave. There could be no more harm done. If you want to lose more guys, if you want to lose more people, that's on you. But we could leave it as is. If you just let us go."
Okay, so you can either use persuasion, or you could use bribery in this case.
Let's see. I'm thinking I'm thinking persuasion, actually. Yeah.
Would you give her any positive modifiers since we have such
I
an
w-
advantage?
Give
I
one
was
of their
about-
guys.
I was gonna
Yeah,
I was
so-
gonna mention
Okay.
that way you can add your ranks in charismatic impact.
Nice. Okay.
Bam.
So 4. And I'm going to throw a couple of luck points in here too. So let's do 4 additional luck points. Nice.
Ooh,
So 8
nice.
total. And I have a
The
plus.
roll of one.
I have a plus 10 to persuasion. Come on. Oh, wow. Okay. So I rolled a 29.
Oh,
I rolled a 10 and a 9.
That's a 37.
Yeah.
That's the
Whoa.
highest
Allow
I've ever
me.
seen.
Holy crap.
I've
Okay.
never seen anything bigger than that.
As the stage.
Yeah.
We're
Seriously.
making world records here.
Let's put a spotlight down on Ray as she's saying this.
Okay, so Ray, so once you start saying these things and converse them and persuade them into the situation, things get a little, things change for them when peers shoot one of their guys. And as I mentioned before, Patch, that that Ironsides are a small group, and they try to be as collective as possible and try to not lose any members. So from that action alone, which was inevitable regardless whether this situation happens or not, it was gonna happen anyway. They kind of changed views on this, and this guy over here says to you, Ray, all right, one condition though, if you help us kill the other motherfucker running away.
No dice. We're not staying here, man. This is your fight, not ours.
I'm sure you guys can handle him.
We let your guy go. You put the hurt on him, okay?
Yeah,
And we're out
Panther-
of your life forever.
Panther's like, I'll let him go.
All right. We'll deal with him. Take the bitch away.
Panther releases this booster and lets him go.
Okay. So he takes one step forward, and the guy in front of you, Ray, is gonna take a few steps around with his hands open. Do you let him?
Yep, I let him.
Okay. So he's gonna move around you towards Pierce, and if you guys decide to at this point run away or just stay for the show, it's up to you guys. But at this point,
Probably
Our job is done.
get the
dude.
heck out
Let
of
them
there.
eat their own. I want my
Yeah.
payday. Let's
Yeah,
get out of
little
here.
GTFO.
This is Night City, baby. All right.
I mean, it's good footage, but I'll get as much of it on the way out as I can.
Okay, so at this point, you guys pretty much take Olivia away, and as you're walking away from the gunfight, you hear bullets flying, assault rifles going off, very heavy pistols going off, and you hear at one point, "Hey, what you guys are doing? I paid you. I paid you!" And then you just hear screams and shouting like, "Ah, son of a bitch!" And
It's like
then
the
as you
Lion King
guys-
when the hyenas got Scar.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And then as you're leaving the camp, you hear just from afar a very loud shout. And you assume it's one of the guys from Ironside say, "You kill one of us, we kill one of you." And then you just hear one loud shot from the very heavy pistol just echo from the camp in the wasteland. And you hear no more gunshots after that. And at that point, you guys are gone. You guys are not looking back. And you guys are going straight to the car.
I'm doing somersaults, duck and cover. Get her in the car. Get her in the car.
Yeah, we stuff her in the back. I'm guessing
Yeah.
she's still like out of it, completely out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah.
And
at
then
this
we head
point-
for the nearest NCPD.
On the way
Station.
there, I want to reach in to grab her agent or whatever, and then I want to enter my number into it so she can call me.
Oh man.
We have her
That's-
agent.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
do
we
have
have her
her
agent.
we have her,
Man,
her broken
You dropped
agent.
this.
Yeah.
It has my number in it.
those. One of those.
Yeah.
That works.
Dude, having the face of Continental brands in your
Yeah.
phone is probably that like skyrockets you to the top
Right?
of the
Oh, yeah.
echelon.
Hey,
That's
and I've
amazing.
got video evidence that the Petrochem in bed with the iron sights using them to
Yep.
do their dirty work, man.
Oh man.
All on video.
Oof.
Plus
so, yeah,
us
no-
looking cool. That helps.
Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, and you've got the Rocker Boys dramatic speech that diffuses.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's inspirational.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. I can't wait to see the final footage.
Panther
I'll give you
King.
I'll give you an advanced cut. Don't worry.
Yes. This is gonna look so good.
Panther King coming to Netflix.
King. Oh my god.
So yeah, so from this point on, you guys are headed back to the Watson Development Precinct where you talk to the chief of police, and from there you see the chief, the deputy chief, and Olivia's sister Odessa, welcoming you guys and Olivia back. She's still off. She's still drugged. She doesn't seem 100% still. So at this point, the NCPD will take care of it. And the chief just tells you guys, "All right, I didn't think you had it in you, but you guys did it. So we'll pay you half now, and then we'll pay you half in a few months. All right, take care. Have a good day."
Wait a minute.
We didn't bring half of Olivia. We get the full payment now.
Budget cuts, man.
Yeah.
I have 20 eddies to my name.
And that's where we're gonna wrap this session today.
Yay.
So
Nice.
thank you guys.
Good game.
Good work,
Thank you.
everybody.
It went longer than expected, but I hope it was all right.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was
Yeah,
fun.
It's okay.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it was a lot of fun. And again, just a few pointers out for Cyberpunk Day that people are watching the stream and also Tracy's video. Check out the giveaways, check out the interviews that we're doing. It's gonna be awesome. And thanks for hanging out and thanks for you guys for playing. It was a lot of fun. I hope you guys have fun too. So
That was
Yeah.
great. Thank you so
Sure
much.
did.
It was
Our
an
pleasure.
honor.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
awesome.
I think that's it for us. So bye, everybody.
Bye. Enjoy the rest of the day.